What's going to be a better angle? Nope. How are we doing, everyone? Hope we're all doing well. Getting ready for the round. I'm just looking at what one of you, probably that one, but I prefer my head on the left. If I do that, and then that, does that work? Nope. And then that. No, still doing that. Oh, might have to just do it this. I'm just using Restream, which is a new one because I've run out of streaming hours for the other one, and otherwise I've got to pay $20 a month, which I'd prefer just to use another one for the last few days of May. But hope we're all doing well. Get your question in the chat as well. I'll be answering a heap of questions before. Obviously, we've got half an hour to go, so I'm just here getting my team all sort of ready to go. So if anyone missed on the YouTube stream or anything from before, actually what I'll do, I'll zoom out a tiny bit here. Is that gonna almost? I do like StreamYard better, just because it just works better for the stream. Is that right? A tiny bit more. That'd be fine. I'll just what I'll do that instead. Up a tiny bit. Yep. There we go. That'll be fine. We'll leave it at that for now. And I'll get rid of that advert there. So, yeah, so what I'm doing, if anyone missed it before, I'm actually passing on Wardlaw this week. Not sort of just because I don't want him. I do want him. But the fact that I can get him next week. There's no downgrade options I'm really keen on next week. So I'm actually going Jinby to Humphrey this week, and then I'm going to Cowan to Weddle. So doing that rookie shuffle, getting a couple of rookies I want to jump on. So that's what I'm looking at doing. Then I'm going Goulden VC tonight. My only real true red dot is Max Heath, and I don't want to take a chance of the VC with a Chess or a Drury. So I'd rather play it safe and just have the VC on Goulden tonight instead of risking it with someone tomorrow. They go 140 and then I can't take it. So I'd rather just see if I can get a VC score tonight, and then I'll go into tomorrow with everything. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a luxurious position. I've been the Matrix this week. I've been dodging all the bullets, which isn't like me. I'm always the guy that cops a bullet or two. So like it's knowing me, I'll probably get a couple of in-game injuries to sort of bring back my advantage if I've got any. I know, in fact, I'll cop some carnage. So, but yeah, we'll see. So let's get into these questions anyway. Obviously, you guys are putting some through, so I'll answer as many as we can before the game gets started. Actually, I don't mind the view of this now, just with the fact that with the scores, you actually get to see more on the screen. So don't mind the setup. What do you guys think? And I hope my audio is coming through fine. I know the Twitter space wasn't. Maybe it's just the Twitter space that doesn't. Maybe I have to use the stream for this one for watch-alongs, and I'll use StreamYard for any Twitter spaces, because we don't seem to have audio issues with that, whereas audio issues seem to come in Twitter space here. But anyway, let's get into questions. Jack Tavian's got the first one. Hey, Bales, I can do something a bit different. Go Fergus Green to a basement rookie and go Perryman or Nick Martin instead of Hobbs. I wouldn't get a basement 200k rookie because you're probably talking about that Mullen. I would want to be paying up for rookies. We've seen with all the rookie carnage this week, we want to be paying up for rookies. And we want as many green dots as possible. So that's what I'm doing. I could be getting Wardlaw and that Mullen guy and banking a lot of cash for next week. I just think these green dots are more important. So I'm paying up for Weddle and Humphrey. I just think that's the position that I'm in. And if you're in a position to do something similar, Jack, I'd probably be doing that as well. Trading Fergus Green, though, to a Humphrey or Weddle is a great move. I don't know if I would be... I'd be fine with getting a Hobbs in as well over Nick Martin and Perryman. I still don't mind Martin and Perryman. They're not bad options. I just think I'd rather get the better rookie in Hobbs than get that other guy, because Hobbs can outscore both those on any given day. So James Crab 99 going Clary to Merritt and Chincotta to Humphrey this week gives me 6K in the bank. Yep, I like those trades, James. Is it all right, depending on how he plays this week, going Darcy Cameron if it means I can go Jimmy to Hobbs and Warren to Laird next week? I wouldn't get Darcy Cameron this week. I'd watch him this week, see how he goes, bring him in. My anticipation for my team as well is I'll be bringing Darcy Cameron in next week. He's at a cheap price, got the Eagles next week. So I'd be waiting for Darcy Cameron to drop a little bit in price potentially, or at least watch him and then bring him in next week. So no, I'd be doing Clary to Merritt and Chincotta to Humphrey. I like those trades. Getting rid of two red dots, obviously one through forced trade, but then you're getting Merritt, who's replacing Oliver, and then you're getting Humphrey for Chincotta. So I like those trades. Oliver Bartel, is it good? These trades good. Humphrey in for Sharp and Clayton Oliver out for Merritt. Yep, I like those trades. Very similar to the ones above. You're getting rid of a red dot, getting Humphrey in who's going to make cash, and you're getting Merritt in for Oliver. Yep, I like those trades. Tick, tick, Oliver for those ones. Blaze, AU, Bales, Merritt for Philippou, and Pedler for McAndrew, but I have to fill JVR or go Humphrey and Hobbs. I think you're going Philippou to Merritt's a big upgrade. Pedler McAndrew. I'm not comfortable with doing Pedler McAndrew, Blaze. I'd rather do McAndrew in round 13 when we know he's playing. So I would personally prefer to go the second option. I wouldn't want to fill JVR either. I wouldn't want to fill JVR and then have McAndrew just to get Merritt. So I personally would go Humphrey and Hobbs. I would get those two. But I'd try and I don't know if I'd be trading at Philippou and Pedler unless your bench, Blaze, is really good. I'd be getting rid of red dots just because we've just seen with all the rookies drop this week, red dots going to be really important. I would rather keep the green dots and lose a little bit of cash to ensure I'd get those guys that come in and a green dots are going to play. But I wouldn't just go red dot like a Roberts to a Mullen. That's a wasted trade. I would go, if you can get these red dots like your Chincottas, your Sharps, your Alan Davies, guys like that. If you can go them up to, or a Cow, another one, if you can go them up to a Humphrey, Weddle, Wardlaw, guys like that, they're the trades I'll be doing this week and prioritising those. But obviously, first is injuries. You go your Olivers, your Johannessons, your Kellys out first. And then next is when you do your red dot fix-up. So I'll be doing red dots first. If you've got a bench that's mostly green and you might have got one or two red dots, that's when you can start trading your Philippous and your Pedlers out. But I would be keeping those green dots there, Blaze. Jared hitting. I hope I've said it correctly. Bales, what do you think of Hollands and Jinby to Humphrey and Caldwell? So Hollands and Jinby to Humphrey and Caldwell. Yeah, I don't mind them. Or Chincotta and Matt Roberts to Humphrey and McAndrew. Again, yeah, I'd probably be going the second option, I think. If you can get someone other than McAndrew, I would do that. Like if you can get a Weddle or a Wardlaw. I'm assuming you've already got a Wardlaw, Jared, because Wardlaw's not here. So I'd imagine you've got him ready. But I would try and get another rookie other than McAndrew, just because you just don't know if McAndrew's going to hold. But if McAndrew's the best you can get to, I think I'd still be happy to trade. The fact you're going Roberts to McAndrew, you're getting rid of a guy that's out long term, whereas you're getting McAndrew in who potentially could be there round 13. So if he's the best you can get to, I'd still rather do that, I think. But yeah, that's what I'd probably do, Jared. Anthony Beresford, we all got Golden VC. Hopefully you can go like Marshall, that other stream. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that's another good thing. Obviously, watching him all together and hopefully he goes well. I've got Golden VC. I think a lot of people do because it's a sort of a free hit in a way on a Friday. But with all the red dots people got, I would still prefer to go. If you've got red dots and you can go a Brayshaw VC, if you can go a Steele, Marshall, Merritt, potentially even going Merritt into like Laird or something or someone like that. If you've got the option to do that, I'd still rather do that. I'm going Gordon sort of out of necessity in a way. And I think could go big tonight. Obviously, no Kerno. I don't see him copping any attention. I don't think Hewitt's going to go with him. I think Hewitt will go with like a Parker or a Warner or something. I think he'd match up better with those guys. But Gordon, because he just goes around the field so much, he goes out to a wing, can go forward. So I don't think he's going to get attention. So hopefully with that, he goes big because he's looked very good. I think take out those two games where Sydney got thumped, which was against Melbourne and Geelong. Hasn't gone below 95, which is quite funny when you look at it, because those two games came early in the year. People are like, Gordon's been underwhelming. But you take those two games away, he's a low of 95 and obviously a high of 163 or 161 or whatever he got. So I like Gordon as a VC. I think he can go big. And hopefully he does. McAndrew for Pedler, says Blaze. Yeah, I'd still be going and getting rid of red dots there, Blaze, for that one. Zach, do you know what Holland's break even is? I can have a look for you. Zach, I can go onto the app and have a look. What do we got? Holland's break even is 76. So it's a little bit higher, but people are talking about trading him out. I'd still prefer red dots out first. But I'm talking about red dots going to Humphrey, Weddle, Wardlaw, guys like that. If you're going if you can only go Roberts to a Mullen, as I said before, I wouldn't do that. That's when you move on the other guys. But yeah, I'd prefer to move red dots on this week over Hollands. Jared, g'day, Bales. Jared, mate, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you tuning in and appreciate everyone else tuning. We've got 16 people watching, which is great. So hopefully get a few more join us on the stream. It'd be good to go above 20. We've been about that 15-ish mark through the whole stream normally for a watch on. Obviously, we're a little bit out from the game. But yeah, hopefully we can get 20, maybe even 30. That'd be good. Continue increasing, building a community here, which would be great. But if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do, bottom right-hand corner. And then also like the stream if you want to do that as well. The more people that like the stream, the more people that see it, because like the way that our YouTube algorithm works, the more people like the video, the more people subscribe, the more the video gets out to more people. So more and more people might be interested, get more chat in. So then it sort of just creates a little community, which would be great. I'd love to create, as I've said it in a few streams, I'd love to create a community on a Friday and a Saturday night watching the footy together. And yeah, just chatting fantasy and AFL and stuff like that. So yeah, if you can help out the stream, like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. And also if you want to go extra to the channel as well, I think there's a super chat button there as well. So if you want to donate to the channel and help out that way, then that would be obviously very much appreciated. But that is not a necessity. If you like and subscribe, that's all that I would be very happy with. Oliver Bartel, get Wardlaw next week with Dale. I'm happy to get Wardlaw next week. I know he's the most trade in, but just because he's the most trade in doesn't mean you have to get him in this week. There are other options. I'm going Weddle and Humphrey. If you've already got a Humphrey, then I would prefer then Wardlaw. I think Wardlaw's, for me, in my position, I would rather Humphrey and Weddle and then Wardlaw next. But if you've already got one of Weddle or Humphrey, then Wardlaw you definitely get because he's a good option. But yeah, I'd be happy to get Wardlaw next week if you haven't got Humphrey and Weddle and you want to get those two instead. Nathan Cranfield going JJ to Bailey Dale and Moyle to McAndrew. Thoughts? I like the JJ to Bailey Dale move. I think Dale's going to have that. He's going to be the main guy back there. I wouldn't do Moyle to McAndrew, Nathan. I'd try and get in a Humphrey or a Weddle or someone else or a Wardlaw if you don't have him. I'm assuming you've got Wardlaw because you haven't said Wardlaw there, Nathan. But I'd rather get a Wardlaw in over McAndrew. We just don't know if McAndrew's going to be there round 13. I'd rather wait till round 13, then bring him in then. But I do like the JJ to Bailey Dale trade, Nathan, there. Moonboy, man, I hope they don't sub Hollands again. Well, let's hope not, because they've done it 2 weeks in a row. If you've got Hollands and you can emergency loop him tonight, I would do that. I'd prefer to do that. Because yeah, we just don't know if he's going to get sub. Daniel, who's better out of Bailey Smith, James Sicily, and Jack Sinclair? Well, for me, this comes down to buys. You've got Smith round 15, Sicily round 14, Sinclair round 12. If it comes down to buys, that's who you pick. If you're heavy on one buy than the other, you go the other option. If buys don't matter to you and you're picking who you think out of the three, I really like Sinclair. If you're happy that he's going to be on buy next week and that's not an issue, I like his role, playing that midfield more in the second half, that role at half-back in the first half. It's going to be harder for teams to tag him if he's going from midfield to defence or back to midfield. So I really like Sinclair. I see him being more of a lock for top six defender than Sicily, just because Sicily's role can change. And Bailey Smith was still not 100% sure, but he looked really, really good last week. That time on ground was up. And when that time on ground's up, he can average over 110. So if you want to go that real pod option that can average over 110, then Smith's the pick. But if you're looking for a safe guy that's going to be really good, I think Sinclair's the option. I think Singer's got a good matchup as well this week. Jared, Alan David Jr. to McAndrew. Well, apparently Alan David Jr. might actually be in the game. Shield apparently is a bit of a doubt. So I don't know if I'd do that, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Jared. Tim K to Brayshaw. I wouldn't trade Tim K to Brayshaw. No, I think that's a bit of a sideways move. I'd still prefer, if Tim K's your worst player in your team, if you've got no rookies on field, you've got no mid prices, Tim K's your option, which I doubt because I don't think anyone's at that stage yet. I'd be trading those guys first. So yeah, I'd be looking for something else there, Jared, for those two trades. Moonboy Pedler versus Hollands on field. So Moonboy, yeah, if you can loop Hollands tonight and see how he goes, and then play Pedler on field, and you can loop, I'd do that. Because maybe you've got someone mid forward that you can loop. To be honest, if you've got, so let's say Moonboy, you got a Drury, I'd actually be happy to loop Hollands, see how he goes tonight. Worst case scenario, Drury plays, I'd be happy to play Pedler anyway, because there's not going to be much in between them. So I'd still prefer Pedler on field, but I would loop Hollands, and if Drury doesn't play and Pedler and Hollands does well, you can put Drury on field, put a mid forward on field in place of him. So I'll do it that way. But if you can't, I think I'd still rather Pedler on field. Actually, then apparently it's going to be wet. But then I'm nervous about Hollands at the SCG. Wingman can get stuck. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think I'd still rather Pedler. He's got a higher floor, I guess, and he's not probably less risk of being subbed. But if you can loop, that's obviously the option there. Thomas one says Warple, Ashcroft, or Fiorini to Caldwell. If you're trading one, I think it's probably Fiorini. Thomas, and I requested to come on the space. Oh, sorry, mate. Apologies. We were that busy with questions. I unfortunately didn't have time to get any people to answer questions on, but I'll definitely keep that in the future, Thomas, and try and get you on in the Twitter space to ask a question. Apologies for that. Warple, Ashcroft, Fiorini, Caldwell. If you're trading one, it's probably Fiorini. If it doesn't affect your buys, if it affects your buys, maybe then it's a Warple. But I'd prefer to go probably Fiorini to Caldwell. But then again, for me, that's probably too sideways. If you're trading Fiorini, you want to go up. So I probably wouldn't worry about doing that trade there, Thomas. I'd probably look at doing something else, like a red dot fix up, or if you've got a forced trade, doing that instead, I think. Andrew Grivers, I want Merritt, but I can't with 6 red dots. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I know it's with all these red dots, you've probably got to fix them up now, unfortunately, Andrew. Blaze, yeah, thanks, Buzz. Happy to help, Blaze. Thanks for asking a question. If you've got any more, put them in the chat. Andrew means I have to get Humphrey and Sinclair. Scary not owning Laird or Merritt, though. I'd be happy to get Sinclair and Humphrey if you're getting rid of red dots. Like Sinclair's going to be good. I think he's going to be top 6 defender. Humphrey's going to make cash. So, yeah, Andrew, I'm not too fussed. Because, Merritt and Laird could go big, but if your team's better balanced with those other two, then that's all that matters. Like, the first overall coach doesn't have English. He's got Darcy instead. So, you don't need the top players for each week. As long as your team's more well-balanced and you get rid of those 30s and 40s on field, you've got more green dots, you're going to be better situated for the buys. So I'd be doing that instead. Harry Thomas, is it bad that I don't have any players in this game? No, I don't think so. I've only got one. I've only got Goulden. So, it's not a big deal at all. Like, obviously, you'd love to have Goulden because Goulden could go big. He's going to be VC for a lot of people. But I'm looking at my team here. Yeah, I don't have any Carlton players. I got rid of Cowan, who's my last one. And I've only got Goulden from tonight. So, it's not an issue you don't have any tonight. So, you've got other good players. So, you might not have Goulden, but you might have a Cornelio, or you might have a Bailey Smith or a Butters that other people don't. So, it's completely fine. Oliver, second option, go Hobbs in, Pedler out, and Oliver to Merritt. Got 3 red dots if option 2, 1. I would go the option, Oliver, where I have less red dots. So if you can get 3 down to 2 red dots, I'd go second option. So, I'd go Pedler to Hobbs and Oliver to Merritt. Yeah, I'd do those, Oliver, and get the less red dots. So, go Oliver to Merritt and Pedler to Hobbs. Andrew, I'm in bed watching the game TV. Sound off listening here. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. At least maybe the commentary here might be better for you with fantasy chat. Connor John's going to have some fun in Captain Cripps because got the captain on lead. So I'm assuming you say VC on Cripps, Connor. VC on Cripps and captain on lead. Yeah, I don't mind it. You never know, could pop out a big one. So, have some fun. Why not? Fantasy is fun at the end of the day. Obviously, we take it serious, but it is fun at the end of the day. Harry Thomas, is Bondo VC? Is Bondo good VC? Yeah, he is. Very good VC, actually, against Gold Coast. Got a good history against Gold Coast. The greasy conditions maybe a little bit concerned for a VC, but good VC. If you've got a guy to loop on the Sunday, I like him as a VC. Jack Tavian, Green and Hollands to Humphrey and Weddle, or still go a Caldwell, someone I think I could score better than Hobbs and Humphrey. If you can go not Hollands out, Jack, if you've got other red dots and you can go Fergus Green to Weddle and then another red dot to Humphrey, I'd be doing that. But if you haven't got another red dot and you can get up to those, I guess if you can get Hobbs over Weddle, you probably do that for on field. Like if you can't get 2 red dots up to Weddle and Humphrey, I would then go, I'd be happy then to go like someone to Hobbs, and then I'd get Humphrey over Weddle for me. Daniel, who's better out of Humphrey and Weddle? I think Humphrey. I think he's got the better role. He's looked really good last 2. So obviously Weddle looked great last week, but that was obviously one good game from him. So I would rather Humphrey out of the 2. He's a little bit more expensive, about 30 odd K. So if you can't get to Humphrey, then that's fine. But yeah, I'd prefer to be going and getting Humphrey over Weddle. Oliver trading. I'm trading Humphrey in. Yeah, you could go Pedler to Hobbs. Pedler to Humphrey then, and then go Oliver to Merritt. Oliver there. Ravel winner cleaning services. G'day everyone. Good scores to you all. Hopefully, Ravel. Hopefully you get some good scores as well, mate. Appreciate you putting that in the chat there. Hopefully you all get some good scores. Mike Fur. Hey man, thinking I go JJ to Wardlaw and Clary to Butters. Thoughts? Oh, I don't know if I feel comfortable going JJ down to Wardlaw and then Clary down to Butters. Clary has to go, for me, if you've got Oliver, he has to go to a top 8 midfielder. So I'd be going to a Laird or a Merritt. Probably Merritt over Laird just with the Eagles matchup, and then North next week he won't get tagged. But then again, Merritt could get tagged next week. I still like Laird more personally, but obviously that's the bias kick again. Most people will say probably go Merritt, and you probably do go Merritt this week. So I'd go Oliver to Merritt, and I'd probably go JJ to, if you can get a Bailey Dale or someone that's a mid-pricer, I'd be happy to get Wardlaw next week, Mike, because I'm getting Wardlaw next week as well. So I'd prefer that, and I'd go JJ and Oliver to like a Bailey Dale or a Hobbs if you don't have him, or Caldwell or someone like that. I'd be happy to go Wardlaw next week, because at least you've got a downgrade option for next week. Meek plays. Hi, Bales. Love the content you've been putting out recently. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate the kind words there. I really do. Trade Uland out to Wardlaw, or get him next week and trade out Noah Long to Humphrey. No. Go if you can go Uland to Wardlaw and Noah Long to Humphrey. Tick. You're going to get 2 rookies making money. Again, if you got another red dot over Long, and you can go that red dot like a Chincotta or a Cowan or Sharp or someone, go them to Humphrey and then go Uland to Wardlaw. I'd be doing that first. But yeah, if Noah Long is your other red dot, I'd be happy to go to Humphrey and Wardlaw this week. I'm only going Wardlaw next week because I can get Weddle this week. So Blaze says Sharp to Humphrey and Cowan to Weddle. Love them. Tick. You get rid of 2 red dots and you get 2 guys making money and get Wardlaw next week, Blaze. So yeah, I love them. They're pretty much identical to what I'm doing. I'm just getting rid of Jinby over Sharp. And that's just because my other red dots is Drury and Chesser. So I just can't really get rid of them because they're like purple dots. They could come in. And Heath's the 200K bench option. So yeah, I like those trades. Stalin, g'day, Bales. Which would you pick to play on field? Scott? I don't know what Scott that is. Is that Bailey Scott? Humphrey, Caldwell, or Dylan Williams? Fall just a little short of Dale, who would have been ideal. So if you're bringing someone in, Bailey Scott, Bailey Humphreys, Jai Caldwell, Dylan Williams. Dylan Williams has been great, by the way, and he gets defender stats, which could be really handy. He's just expensive now. He's 460. That's probably getting into a stage where that's too much, even if he is a better rookie. I'd probably go Humphrey out of that because he's got the mid-forward status. He's got the round 13 bye, which would be handy. So I'd prefer to go the Humphrey out of that, and I'd pay him on field. That's fine. Clay Smith, quick captain question before the bounce. Goulden into Merritt with Angwin as cover for mids. Yep. Or Merritt into Laird with no cover in the mids. Ooh. Yeah, because Angwin plays before. It's probably Goulden into Merritt for me. Like Laird has got the Brisbane line, so it's not the easiest matchup. So I'd go Goulden into Merritt. I'd prefer the guy on the bench to cover in case any carnage happens. I'd rather do that. And Gould into Merritt, I'd almost rather over Laird. I just don't have Merritt, so that's why I'm going Gould into Laird. But yeah, I'll do that. Hobbs or Humphrey, says Oliver. Hobbs or Humphrey? It depends on the rest of your team, Oliver. If you've got a lot of red dots, no, you said you only had 2. I'd go Hobbs then, because I know you said you've only got 2 red dots with your trades. So I would go Hobbs. He's going to score more on field for you. And yeah, if you want more cash gen and save cash, you could go Humphrey, but I think I'd still go Hobbs to get more points on field this week. Andrew, next bench is 234k with red dots. Not sure how I'm going to fix red dots. It's tough, I know. If you can try and get them up, you can, but if not, it is going to be hard, isn't it? Oliver, I didn't mean to say the last comment. I'm loving the watch along. That's all right, mate. I don't think you said anything bad, Oliver. That's all good, mate. But no, appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate everyone tuning in, as always. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you leave a like on the stream. Gets the video out to more people with the algorithm, the way YouTube works. And also subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner. We're near 1,100 as well. So I think we're on 1087 the last time I checked. 1088 now. So appreciate whoever just liked the stream. Just subscribed. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, bottom right-hand corner. And yeah, make sure you leave a like on the stream and do all that stuff as well. Good, we've got a couple here. So Oliver, you're getting Humphrey. Yeah, but I'm fine to get Humphrey. Get more. I can't get Hobbs unless if I trade at Pedler. Yeah, if you can get a worse rookie to Humphrey, I'd rather do that than go Pedler to Hobbs. So yeah, I'd be happy to get Humphrey, Oliver. Harry Thomas, I'm going Laird over Merritt because I just like watching Laird more. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, if you like watching Laird more, then go ahead. I think Merritt's got the better run. Just double checking if I didn't miss anything there. Yeah, if you want to go Laird because you like watching him more, then yeah, go ahead. I think Merritt's got the better matchup though, so I'd probably go Merritt. And you know me, I love Laird, but yeah, I like Laird as well. Laird's a safe captain choice. Mike, is Butters a must-have though? That's what's going to be. I don't think he's a must-have. No, like don't get me wrong, he was great last week and he's been good last 3 weeks, but he has got the injury history. You're not going to get that 148 anymore, Mike. That's obviously been given to the owners that had him before. So I would be going Oliver to a top 8 midfielder. Because no lot that Butter's going to be top 6 forward. He looks like he will be at the moment, but I don't think he's a must-have. So yeah, like, don't get me wrong, he's cheaper, but I'd prefer to go to a Merritt or a Laird if you don't have those, Mike. Jack, all right, completely changed, gone Humphrey and McAndrew for Green and Cowell and Holland's emergency. Hopefully scores well. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, you're getting rid of a couple of red dots. So, yeah, I like those trades, Jack. I'd tick them off. I know McAndrew you probably don't want, but you're getting rid of Cowan for him. So you're getting a red dot for a potential green dot. Min Huang, I hope I said that correctly. My apologies if I have said. I'm just saying Min. I'll just say it from now. Hey Buzz, who are you tipping out of Sydney and Carlton? I'm going Carlton. I just think Sydney have got way too many injuries to their key defenders and key forwards, and Carlton need to respond. They've got a full strength side. I know it's at the SCG, but I'm backing Carlton to win. They got to respond. They can't be this bad, surely. So they have to respond. So I'd be going Carlton. Who are you guys going? Let me know in the chat who you guys are going out of those guys. Looks like McAndrew's got the first centre mounts as well. Mike Furs, JJ to Humphrey and Clary to Laird. Good. Yeah, love them. Yep, I'd be happy to do that. If you go JJ to someone up, but I'd be happy to do JJ to Humphrey to go Clary to Laird, and you bank a little bit of cash. So, yep, I'd be happy to do that. Anthony, you're going Carlton? Yeah, I'm going Carlton as well. So, yeah, we're a minute and a half away from the bounce. Well, it says the players are locked out, but it says on my TV that we're – actually, no, that's probably – I'm probably not live. It's probably got, yeah, it's 2 minutes behind. So the game's bloody started, I would imagine. So KO doing its usual crap of being crap with the stream. I really don't like KO. If you guys have got the decision between KO and Foxtel, I'd be going Foxtel. It just, it never seems to be a good stream. And it can't be my internet. My internet's going fine. The stream's not lagging. It's all good. So I'm assuming this game's started, or it's about to start anyway. Yeah, good. It's about to start, so I haven't missed anything. Good. Okay. Yeah, Mike, that's fine having Humphrey on field for this week. I don't mind having Humphrey on field at all. Oliver, get Humphrey next week if I get Hobbs. Oliver, it's really hard because you're saying you sort of want both. Humphrey's going to go up more than Hobbs, but if you get Hobbs next week, you probably can't get either next week. You can only probably get you got to get one this week, and that's it. So if you want the more cash gen, you can go Humphrey first. I think the game was delayed 2 minutes. Okay, yeah. So I've got it obviously all worked out now. So the game was delayed a little bit. Mackay, Kerno, doing that a minute, couldn't get that there. Doc, Koning, Kerno, playing around with it. Carlton, they can't get a clean kick, and it goes out of bounds. Reveal winner clean says they're going. Yep. So it's all good now. So we're underway. We're all set, ready to go. So again, if you guys got more questions, keep sending them through. I'll answer them throughout the whole stream. I'll keep answering them throughout. And yeah, we've got 19 watching. So I appreciate everyone tuning in. Hopefully everyone stays around and we can get more and more people involved, which would be great. If you haven't shared, if you want to, again, a few things, tell the channel. I've said it a couple of times if you want to help out, but make sure you like the stream to help out the stream, get to more people, helps out with the algorithm and stuff like that. Doherty, Chera on the left. You just missed it. But if you want to help the obviously channel out, make sure you like the stream, gets out to more people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, bottom right-hand corner. Share the stream. I don't normally say that too much, but if you share the stream, get other people involved, get other people to come and have a listen in and get questions answered, just get involved in the community, then it's great. Then we can build a little community here. And then as I've said it a few times, but if you want to go an extra step and you want to donate to the channel, there's a super chat button there, but that's not a must. I'm just happy you guys are tuning in and yeah, ready to go. So Goulden +6 there, which is great. Good start for good start there for Goulden. Hopefully Goulden goes well tonight. It'd be good to get another good VC. Obviously, we were live a couple of weeks ago for and McInerney kicks the first goal of the game, so Sydney off and get the first goal. Obviously, we were live a few weeks ago, and Marshall went huge for his big score. We've been live for a few times where a few people have gone big. So we were live when Tom Green went 170, English 152, and at the same time slot, that was when Brocher went 150. Plenty of players have gone big when we've done Watchalong. So hopefully Goulden follows in that step tonight. So let me know in the comments below as well who you guys are tipping tonight, who you guys have got in the game in your teams. Let me know. So I've only got Goulden tonight, and I've tipped Carlton. So hopefully Goulden goes 150 and can't win. That'd be good. So we'll see. Oliver, my school blocked your channel on my laptop, so I'm not happy, so I can't watch the game, but I like the stream better, so I'll watch this. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that, Oliver. I wonder why the school blocked. Don't think it's maybe did they block YouTube or something, Oliver? Maybe did they? Is that what they did? Maybe you can't watch because of that. I'm not sure, but that's okay. That's right. When you're at school, you probably should be doing schoolwork anyway. So I'm not gonna. I don't want to stream and then get you guys in trouble for watching me at school. So. Reveal winner cleaning says held off VC on Goulden tonight for Marshall tomorrow. Hope I don't regret it too much. Hopefully Goulden goes huge. Sorry, Reveal winner cleaning says obviously for my team I want him to go big. Goulden and Chera for me. Yeah, hopefully Chera goes okay. Chera's on 6, so not too bad a start for him there. Moonboy Hollands and McAndrew on the bench tonight. Pretty boring. Yeah, it's not the most fantasy relevant game. Obviously Goulden's the big one for a lot of people. But Moonboy, so you don't have Goulden. McAndrew's been started the ruck pretty much every one here, which is pretty good for people that got McAndrew there, having him over Hickey. I'm really interested to see how McAndrew goes because I want to bring him in round 13. He'll be my downgrade option because round 13, I think my trades are pretty much going to be set. It'll be someone to Fife, as long as Fife is fit and healthy because he's really cheap. Probably be a rookie to them, probably like a round 15 rookie. Then it will be someone down to McAndrew, and then it will be probably someone up to Sinclair. That's probably what my trades are around 13 at this stage. So hopefully McAndrew goes okay. Ethan, thoughts on Jimby to Dale or Fiorini to Merritt? I'm assuming that's what you mean because it says Merry, so I'm assuming Merritt. Who would I rather? Jimby to Dale or Fiorini? I think I'd rather Jimby to Dale. Get rid of that rookie first because Jimby can hit up a 20, whereas Fiorini's not going to get a 20. Fiorini will get a minimum 60 and can go obviously big. And then Dale has looked good as well. I'd probably go Dale, Jimby to Dale personally. But I also don't mind Fiorini and Merrick because you're getting a top 8 mid. So you could go either. I'd probably go Jimmy to Dale, though. Meat plays. If Gordon doesn't pan out tonight, do you reckon it's best to play it safe with the C on Taranto or Laird instead? Heard there might be some rain for the Crows games that may help with tackles. Yeah, that's a good thing with Laird. Could be good for tackles. I'm going Laird captain and Gordon VC. So I'm doing those. So if you want to go those. Taranto's obviously safe, but Port's probably a tougher matchup. So yeah, one of Taranto or Laird, whatever you want to go, meat plays. But yeah, both of them are solid options. Who's in the CBA here? Is Gordon in the CBA? No, Gordon's on the wing. Hopefully that's a good thing for Gordon. Hopefully Gordon can push into the midfield and get some +6s. We did have a chance for +6 there, but Papley just went long. I don't know why they play guys like Papley in over Gordon in the CBA. Like Papley's more of a forward for me, but I'm not the coach. Ethan Bell Merritt. Yeah, I thought you said Merritt there, Ethan. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it, Ethan. Happy to help. Moonboy. Nope, no Gordon. What a miss. Oh, he's had 2 huge games. So take those 2 away. He's been solid, but I don't think it's a huge miss. Obviously, he's expensive now, and you'd love to have him, but yeah, obviously, it'd be good to have him. It's number 15. Who's number 15 for Sydney? Is it Wicks? I think Gordon's got a free kick here. For out in the full. Yep, Gordon sprinted over there to get that one. So good to see Gordon get the free kick. I don't think he gets the point for the free kick, though, because it's out in the full. Holland's kick there for people that have got Hollands. I did have Hollands, traded him, last week? It's a good kick by Kemp there, hitting up Doherty. Doherty playing that more. He looks to be playing that more forward mid role tonight to start the game. I don't think I've seen Walsh too many CBAs. So obviously, that's another thing. Obviously, it's a boring game, but Walsh, we're in a bit of Walsh watch to see what role he plays. If he plays at least 35% or Chera tackle holding the ball, I know someone's got Chera here, so they'll be happy with that. Walsh hopefully plays at least 35%, at least 36+% forward because he'll get forward status, which will be really handy for people that have got Walsh put him forward. Brendan apologies. Brendan, g'day, Bales, Marshall, or Sarong VC? Good to see you here, Brendan, as always. I'd go Marshall. The just with the Sarong thing, he's had a bit of an ankle apparently, so he was on light duties. I'd go Marshall to be a bit safer. So yeah, out of those 2. Walsh again. Walsh is getting a bit of the ball early, which is anyone's got Walsh. I wonder if I haven't seen anyone's got Walsh tonight. Kerno, good mark. Has anyone got Walsh? Be interesting to see if anyone's got Walsh in here. I know he's a bit of a unique pick, but I thought maybe some would have Walsh. Got 20 people tuning in. Appreciate all 20 that are watching. As always, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. What happened there? So Motlop's kicked the goal, but what happened with Kerner? I thought he was lining up for goal. Must have missed that. I don't know what happened there. I was looking down at the chat. So something happened there. I just don't know what happened. I'm sure fine. I can't believe we've been live for 40 minutes already. But then again, we were live for half an hour for Arlington Cross, so it probably makes sense. Oliver, I traded Hollins in round 6. Yeah, okay, yeah. So a few people got rid of him a bit earlier. Paulie D, Goulden into Brayshaw for me. Yeah, I like that. I like Brayshaw's captain option this week. If I had Brayshaw this week, I'd probably be going him captain over Laird. So what happened? Was it smothered? Yeah, smothered for Kerno. I still don't understand how players can get it like smothered. Like, you go back a bit further. Like, he was only 20, 30 odd minutes out. Yeah, Paulie D into the man of the mate. Yeah, I just saw it, obviously the replay there. So it's a bit of a weird one. So Goulden was forward at that one there. Got a tackle there. That I don't think DeConey got a handball there, but that won't be a tackle either, because I'll probably say he did get a handball. Goulden, Ryan Carr actually took the bloody mark. Well, holding the ball. The Cripps free kick there. So Connor, mate, if you're still watching, you'd be happy with that Cripps free kick there. But obviously Cripps didn't touch it before then, so hopefully you can get a move on for you. Underscores. G'day, Bales. G'day, underscores, mate. Hope you're doing well. I know you're highly ranked. So, mate, hopefully you can have another good week and stay highly ranked. Gone Oliver to Merritt this week. Bit annoyed about it. And JJ to Humphrey. Banks 500k is a lot, but team still it's good. For me, underscores, if your bench is okay, because I know you're obviously a bit higher ranked, I would try and still keep attacking because you're so high ranked. So I would be going, if you've got 500k for next week, I'd just be going JJ to a mid. So you're getting Merritt. If you haven't got Laird, I'd be getting Laird. If you don't have maybe an Andrew Brayshaw and it works for your buys and you're fine him missing next week, I'd go Brayshaw. Walsh wasn't a bad option. I think you've got Walsh from memory underscores. So yeah, I'd prefer a Goulden tackle, which is good. Be great if it was lined up for goal, but I don't think he will. Just a tackle. So yeah, I'd go another primo mid there. Underscores. I'd keep trying to, unless, as I said, unless your bench is cooked, then maybe banking that 500k could be useful next week to make the upgrade. So it just depends. Oliver Bartel, this is my second season. I'm in the top 10,000. Congrats, Oliver. Good work, mate. Obviously, the new 10,000, the top 10,000 is like the new 1,000 from a few years ago. Because top 100 and top 1,000 is just so difficult to get into, just because of the amount of content out there, the amount of astute coaches out there making really, really smart decisions. And yeah, every coach is getting better. The competition's getting better. So yeah. Just over the head of Goulden. So Walsh takes them up. I've got Walsh in RDT, so I don't mind if Walsh goes well. Hollands +6 here. So yeah, hopefully people have got Hollands on bench. Hopefully you can put up a solid score and you can bring him on. Oliver, last week got 986. Was that weekly rank, Oliver, for that one? 986. That was your weekly rank. Very, very good. How did you do? I scored 2271 last week. Goulden, another kick. I scored 2271. Round rank of about 18,681. I think from memory that was the number. I said around, and I gave you the exact rank. And yeah, overall rank I think 6896 is my overall rank. So not too bad. Obviously, I'm hoping the fact that I've got essentially a full bench, I can hopefully make up ground with cash gen and that through the buys, and then get up into the top 1,000. And I don't know. I don't think I'm out of the top 100. I think I'm still a few hundred points, but there's still plenty of season to go. Extra buy round. It's a different year. It's a complete different year. So I think there are going to be big movers that have maybe invested in rookies and stuff might make more of a move. So that's sort of what I'm hoping. Underscores, yeah, got a 5-man back line, 7 mids, 2 rucks, and 5 forwards. Bench, I've got Pedler, Van Ruin, Chincotta, like Humphrey, though no Walsh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think 5-man back line, 7 mids. Yes, because you got 7 mids, as you said. Maybe want to hold that one from maybe an upgrade guy. If you don't have Brayshaw underscores, I'd get him. He'd be a really good unique and a good captain option this week. So if you can get Brayshaw, I like getting Brayshaw this week. If it works for your buyers, obviously. So what are we? 11 minutes into the quarter. Goulden on 16, which is good. A lot of people have obviously got Goulden. If anyone's got Walsh on 21, good start for Walsh. The good thing with Goulden as well, he does play high. He's been playing high time on ground lately, so high 80%, which is great. Obviously, if you want to captain, the more they're on the ground, the more points they'll get. Hollands probably gets a tackle there. So this game's probably a bit more interesting for my draft team. I've got a fair few players in this game. Like I've got Nick Newman as my vice captain because it locks out first game tomorrow. He's my best player from the game tonight that I've got. So I've got him. I've got Harry Cunningham because this is an 18-team dynasty draft, 38 list spots. So it's pretty much they're playing. They're going to be playing for you. So at Cunningham, I've got Brandon Campbell, who's good because keeper. So good. I like Campbell. Yeah, and Nick Newman, a few of these guys. So I've got plenty of players in the game tonight from my draft top team. Obviously, I want Goulden to go big tonight with the VC on him. It'd be great to lock in a VC this early in the round and bank those points because not everyone will go Goulden tonight because maybe they've got other options. They've got red dots. They prefer a Brayshaw VC or a Steele or Marshall VC or something like that, or Merritt VC into Laird or something. Cottrell top scoring 25 points. Not exactly who you think would be top scoring. Hills is relevant. That's doing well so far. The good thing is I don't have to switch on the other screen. I've pretty much got all the scores here. So I actually do like the setup of having all the scores. I'll just move it over slightly. It's probably better so I can... Oh, no. I've actually zoomed in a little bit. I don't want that. Damn, I just shouldn't have touched it because now it's almost ruined it. I'd move it over a tiny bit there. But see, now it's won't let me go any far over. Otherwise, so I just shouldn't have touched it. It was set up fine. No, now you can't see current scores, of course. Let's do that. That should have all the scores. Yeah. If I can zoom out the tiniest bit. Is that it? I'm playing around with this too much. You guys are probably just sitting there going, who gives a crap? Pat Lee lining up for goal. That's wide. Probably get rushed through. Yeah, there you go. Rush through. Oh, that's better. There we go. That should be the perfect one. Perfect. Done. All right. No more playing around with it. That's what I'll be doing. What do we got here? Paulie D. Owies. Oh, I must have missed what Owies did. Underscores. No point getting Brayshaw in this week with the next buy. Looking to stock up on bank and then round 13 get Brayshaw, Steele, and Sinclair. Maybe it's wrong. That's probably a good point. Bank the cash, then you can do the double upgrade in round 13 and bring those two guys in anyway. So yeah, you could do that. I just don't mind the fact that because you're higher ranked underscores, you can. I know your team value is really good as well. You could maybe be aggressive. I know Brayshaw does miss next week, but he will play the next few weeks after that. Is that Hewitt with Goulden? That's really not. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a bit of a heart attack, but it's not. He was just with him for that contest. I was going to say, like, please don't tell me Goulden's being tagged. That was Wicks with the kick. Goulden? Yes. Good. Look at that hard work. He was on the wing and he ran to get that +6 and he's lining up for goal. Yes, Goulden, mate. That's what we want to see, man. That guys like Goulden, Dacos, Oliver that have got that thirst, that one. Look at Goulden yelling to give it to him, and what like to get there as well. He's an awesome player, and this would be obviously very, very handy. Put him over that 25 mark. Yeah, 20 years of age. He's going to be a star. 54 games, 38 goals. Very, very good player. And is it holding? Yes, it does hold. To goal for Goulden. That's what we want to see. Goulden goal is coming off as well for a bit of a break, which is great. So he'll come off a couple of minutes, come back on with maybe 3 minutes to go and hope to get some more points. But Goulden, Great start. Good start. 28, obviously, is not huge, but you're still happy enough with 28 from a VC to start. If he goes 110, 115, again, I'm always going to bank that and bank the points. Underscore. So I'm looking at a mid without Humphrey. I've 897k just off Petrarca. Okay, yeah. Well, you could always get Humphrey if you can't, because you can't get Brayshaw anyway. You're still 100k short of that. So, yeah, I'd go and get Humphrey. You can bank the cash and use it next week if you want underscores. Could be a smart call. And again, because you're going something different, you're not sort of following the pack and you're banking cash with something different. And there's all different ways to play this game. So I don't mind doing that. I'd still prefer, because 500k means you're probably losing points on field, but you could be gaining that by getting the better rookie, and then you can do a couple of upgrades in the buys and make those points up in the buys. Moonboy, I'm going Merritt VC into Brayshaw captain. Moonboy, you're going to have to swap it around, mate, because Brayshaw plays before Merritt. So you're going to have to make sure you swap that, Moonboy, because Brayshaw plays 2:10 Eastern tomorrow, and Merritt plays tomorrow night. So yeah, you're going to want to have to switch that around, Moonboy, because I'll double check I've got that right for you. Yeah, 2:10 Eastern when Freo play, and then Eston 7:10 or 7:40 Eastern tomorrow night. So yeah, you got to go Brayshaw VC into Merritt. Underscores only got Dunkley, Marshall, and Ashcroft out round 12. Don't know about Brayshaw. Probably goes 130 and gets over a mil. 500k in the bank, team value is still 20.8. Yeah, see, because your team value is great. 20.8 is a very good position. You would be number one in the Content Creators Cup underscores for the most team value. I think the most team value is Roy at 20.63, but his bench, I know he's got a few red dots. Mine's obviously improved a lot. I was near the bottom a few weeks ago with obviously starting Laird. I lost all that money. But because I've had all these rookies on the bench still generating cash, I've creeped up. I think I'm I'm equal fourth or fifth in the Content Creators Cup for team value. So and the fact that I'm bringing Weddle and Humphrey in, I think I'll continue to rise and keep that cash gen going, which I think is going to be really, really important for the buys, because you're going to want as many of these green dots and money makers as possible. Polly D, observable thirst. Exactly right. Gordon's a jet. Moonboy. Gordon's a future fantasy pig. Yeah, that's a good shout. He could definitely be. He's just got everything about him that you want. Moonboy. Oh, lol. Yeah, swap it around. Thanks, Bales. Yep. Yeah, good. I'm happy. I was sort of. I'm glad you put that in, because then I was glad that you did that, because you probably didn't want to go tomorrow and stuff it up. So no, good to Moonboy that you've switched that around. So hopefully one of them goes big for you. Underscores. Yes. So we'd bank on at 21.3 mil. Team could have been a lot better this week if I didn't have to trade JJ and Oliver Force trades. It's funny though, 20.8 million in terms of what your team value on field in that this week is. That's better than a lot of other coaches. But the fact you got 500k in, that's going to put you in really good. So yeah, the fact that going the other way, and because you got so much money, banking a bit and then going a double upgrade in round 13 is great. I love that. I'd love to be in that position. I'm slightly like, if I didn't start Laird and I started Dacos over McGrath and I started English over Darcy and didn't start Powell and went Chandler instead, my team value would be really, really high. Again, it's all like, I should have done this, should have done that, ifs and buts and whatever. But yeah, I really should have gone English over Darcy, got Chandler in over Powell, or even Noah Long. I would have been fine to have had that and played the extra rookie on field for round one. McLean kicks the goal. So Sydney out to a 9-point lead. So not great for Carlton early. Close game, I guess. It's still 6 shots to 5. Carlton had the one extra scoring shot. Hopefully Gordon comes on now. He's been off for a few minutes. So hopefully he'll be back on for 4.5 minutes to end the quarter. Yeah, been off for 3 minutes. Hopefully comes on and can score some points. If he can get to 30 points at quarter time, that would be fantastic. That's obviously what we'd want. On track for a 120 if he's at that score. I'm actually really hungry. So what I might do, I normally got half time to go get food, but I might even go at quarter time to go and get something to eat, I reckon. Underscores. Yeah, I started with Wits, and then there was that week where he was laid out, and only option was Grundy. Then I had to get English. Yeah, well, that was a good move. It's almost like the people that had Wits that week got not kissed, because I wouldn't say kissed, because you don't want to lay out Gould another kick there. So Goulden tipped the 30 points up to 31 points, and he was in the CBA there as well. Looks like Kennedy's playing a down back as well, which is really odd when he's a midfielder. I just don't get why he's playing down back. But yeah, it was almost like a blessing that he was out, because blessing's probably the better word, not kiss. Blessing's the better word, because you were able to get English. He's been great since. And yeah, Goulden tackle. Oh my God, he's so good. He's one of my favourite players. The more I've watched him this year, and obviously having my fantasy team, the more I've been attached to him. I just love watching him play. He's just so good. Like him and Dacos for me this year. Like Dacos is pretty high for me in terms of favourites last year, but Goulden this year's just completely risen. Like I just love watching him play. A Goulden free kick. Oh, here we go. He's up to 38 points. He's got more. He's got a lot more points in the last 5 minutes with that goal on here than he did in the first bit. But yeah, we're looking good at the moment. With Goulden VC, obviously long way to go. Still got 3 quarters to go. Anything can happen. We want to keep going, but it's a good start for Goulden. Andrew Griffiths, I got Wits to English. I was kissed. Yeah, I wasn't kissed, Andrew. I think it was a blessing in disguise, because Wits was still good to start with. He went to 130 in round 1, so he got the plus 20 points there. Then I think he was solid enough for the next few weeks. I'm just looking for where's Goulden. Well, he's there on the wing. He could get the row bottom decided. Yeah, it's fair enough. Goulden was under pressure there. McGovern hits up Walsh. Walsh had a pretty good quarter as well. That puts Walsh up to 24 points. I wouldn't mind Walsh going well, obviously, for RDT. Obviously, don't have him in fantasy, but I'm sure I'll own Walsh at some point throughout the year. Underscores, no, I had to get Grundy in. Oh, okay. The only option was to get Grundy and then get English. Okay, underscores, I get you now. But English already played. Grundy went 120 that week, but next week he dropped the 50, then got English next week, so wasted 2 trades. Oh, I guess you got the 120, then at least you got English after. So at least you got English now. So you've still got that 150 and those big scores, whereas I still don't have English. I still really want, if they switch it here, Goulden's on. No, they don't. They go long down the line. I thought they did have a switch on because Goulden was pointing down, but they decided not to. Parker's probably another one I'm watching to see how he goes. Could be an option off his bye. Wado, Errol, I would give anything just to be like him. Yeah, Wado, I was just saying, one of my favourite players, and it's been more this year. I loved him from his first game, but he's become one of my favourite players really this year. Like he's such a good player. I've always known he's got such a beautiful kick on him. Like he just not this isn't even fantasy related. Just his kick is one of the best in the comp in terms of he's up there. Like I love Dawson. I think Dawson's arguably the best kick in the AFL. But Goulden's right up there. Goulden hits targets, lace out all the time. Like if I was a forward and I'd be leaning to someone, Goulden would be my top 5 that I'd want to be kicking me the ball. But yeah, in terms of fantasy, obviously amazing players. I'm obviously great first quarter. Hopefully he can continue this and have a good last 3 quarters, because we know that players can have a good start and they can go quiet, or any can't like touch wood, nothing bad. I don't even want to say it, but we all know what I'd be saying. Anything can happen. Like look what happened to Took. Got injured in the early in the third. We see injuries happen. So far so good. Hopefully you can continue. Oh, Sard getting in a bit of a tangle there, but he got it out of it. So a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. It's been a good quarter for Goulden VCs out there. If you've got Goulden, you'd still be very happy, even if you didn't have the VC, you'd still be like, well, at least I've got him. There are still people out there that don't have him. Well, that's a mark. De Koning. Yep. I'll take this. De Koning, goal for De Koning. Obviously want Carlton to win. Tip Carlton. Actually, how many people in my league went Carlton? Because I'm obviously in a league here with friends and family. So what is it? Everyone put 30 in. I think there's 21 of us, $10 per round for the weekly winner. But obviously, the round prize obviously is a decent chunk of money there. Who tipped? So, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people went Carlton in my home league, but the top 6 all went Sydney. And I'm 8th. And 7th went Carlton. So, if Carlton win, the top 6, I'll gain a point on every one. I'd be a point away from 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2 points away from 2nd and 3rd, and 3 away from top. So this is pretty important that Carlton win tonight. It'd be very handy for me to have that. People are just saying like lol for McAndrew. I haven't. McAndrew 2 points. That's not good. So Goulden's on the wing again. He could get it here if Papley can. Oh, Lloyd, hang on. Goulden could be here for a +6 if they find him short and they went to. That's an awful kick. Goulden was short, free, and they decided that they're going to go to a one-on-one where the Carlton defender was in front. Made absolutely no sense. DeCone's at another mark. Well, he's nearly marked it. Again, I wouldn't mind if Carlton got a goal late here to get back in front. Could be deliberate or insufficient intent, the way they've been playing it this year. Okay, no. I'm not fussed at not getting pace. He's under pressure. He's kicking it towards a teammate. So, underscores going a VC on Tom Green with Kelly out for them and Dangerfield, and I think Holmes out for Geelong. Yeah, Holmes out as well. That could be a solid pod VC underscores. He could go pretty well. Moonboy Goulden, hard watch the non-owner. Yeah, he's incredible. He's a very, very good player. Underscores into, VC Tom Green into Merritt with Shield out, who's the main taker for and O'Neill out, who's the main taker for Eagles. Because I thought you said Shield when I was autocorrect, but yeah, O'Neill out. But Shield could be out as well, which could be even better. So, quarter time scores. We've got Errol Goulden top scoring with 38 points. Matt Cottrell, 34 points is next. Tom Papley, 31. Charlie Curnow, 29. Tom DeConey, 27. They're the 5 players that are over 25 points. So a low-scoring fantasy game, like in the first quarter. Then you've got Walsh, Akers, 24 points. Cunningham and McGovern, 23. So Cunningham, good for my draft team. Warner, Lloyd, 22. Fox and Cripps, 21. Rowbottom, McInerney, 20. And then other relevant players you've got Parker on 19. Hewitt on 18, if anyone's got him. Holland's 18. That's not too bad to start. Doherty, 15. Not obviously huge start for Doc. Chera, 13. He was good early, but went quite late. Newman, 12. And then you got McAndrews on 2. So, yeah, McAndrew, obviously not a great start. If anyone's got him, well, people that brought him in, I've got him there. Yeah, Wado, McAndrew, 46% ownership. Yeah, I know it's high. I know a lot of those people have got McAndrew on the bench. And not a lot of people have got McAndrew on field. I wouldn't imagine a lot of people have got McAndrew on field. Actually, let me have a quick look. I'll go to the fantasy website on my computer. And I'll have a look at how many people started McAndrew. I don't think anyone would have started McAndrew, or there'd be very little. But for me, I would love if Goulden goes 115, 120 tonight. If I could lock that captain in and I don't have to rely on a captain later on, that would obviously be amazing. But yeah, Goulden, great start. Stats Center, let's have a look at. I'll have a look at McHenry's ownership. I get something to eat. Probably not dinner or anything. Probably dinner will probably be after Watchalong. To be a late dinner for me. There's not really anything there that's prepared. There is something there, like tuna mornay, but I've had it the last couple of nights for dinner, so I prefer to have that maybe tomorrow for lunch or something. McAndrew, let's have a look. 2.5% have started him, and he's owned by 45.5%. So, yeah, so not hardly anyone to put him on field. Yeah, I wouldn't have put him on field anyway. Just you would have looped him if you could. Underscores, yeah, waiting a week on McAndrew because of the first buy and Wardlaw because of the tough matchup. Collingwood sick of bringing in guys like Sharp that just get dropped next week. Wardlaw's fine to bring in this week. I'm just going Weddle and Humphrey first because, again, underscore's a bit like, I want to get my cash gen continually going. But I've then got to downgrade next week because if you guys have looked, when I go to get my my snack or whatever, I want you guys to, well, you don't have to, if you guys want to, have a look at the rookies that potentially could come through. There is nothing under 300k. There is like Wardlaw's expensive, but you got nothing. You got McAndrews playing tonight, he's on 2 points. And I would have rather waited till round 13, but there's nothing. Oh, they've got that advert back. The Google one, the what is a blinder with the African guy. That's cool. I like that advert. I'm glad they brought that back. But yeah, Brody Ridgeway, Gordon is clocking a 150 tonight. I really hope so, Brody. I really hope so. I'd love to lock in a VC early in the round, and then just be able to go watch Laird on a Sunday and just go. I just wanted to do well, just because I got him in my team. Connor Johns, Cripps Vice not going well. He's on 21. You're not going amazing, but he's the guy, sort of guy that can go get 40 points in a quarter. So hopefully he does well. But I'll be back in a sec, guys. Just going to go get something, a quick snack to eat and drink. Oh, apologies, guys. Took a bit longer to make some food. I ended up making some Easy Mac noodles, just like a little cup thing there. And then made a roll just with some cheese and tomato sauce. So nothing spectacular. There's no salami or anything like that, so I couldn't put anything like that in there. But something quick. So how we go for scores? 11.5 minutes to go in the quarter. So you got what? Hingy top scoring 46. Gordon on 45. Okay, so he isn't at a huge quarter, only 7 points. Still plenty of time to go in the quarter, so not too worried. I was sort of half hoping he's on 50 points already. Who else is here? Parker's on 30. Still don't see McAndrew. Okay. Walsh 36. Cripps 28. Newman 24. Doherty 24. Holland's 18. So you're nothing too concerning, I don't think, except for the whole McAndrew being on 3. So Kerno's on, actually. So did someone get subbed? Who got subbed? George Hewitt got subbed. Okay. Don't know what happened. Did anyone know what happened? I don't. What he must have got injured, obviously. Just able to say, I don't think Gordon would have come off in this quarter. Nah. Yeah, so quiet quarter for Gordon. Hopefully he does okay for the rest of the quarter. It's just annoying that hopefully Gordon doesn't get tagged by Kerno now. So what chat have I missed a bit here? That's Gordon there. I don't know if he got a +6, but he's got it back. Got a handball. I don't know if Gordon got a +6 and then got it back. So if it's a +8 or if it was just a +5. We'll see. +8. Yeah, it was +6. Then he got the handball. So that's fine. He's over 50 now. So it's obviously more very, very good. Is Chester sub tomorrow? Says Blaze. I don't think he will be. I think a few people have said that he's playing Waffle Gordon again. So it's going to be a bloody throw as well. So that kick won't count for Gordon. Yeah, I've heard a few things saying Chester playing Waffle. So I think that he won't be the sub. Ouch. Evening all. Ouch, mate. Hope you're going well. Corey Blackledge went this week. Kelly to Laird and Ulan to Humphrey. Yeah, I like those trades, Corey. You're getting rid of Red Dot for a guy that's going to make a lot of cash, and then you're going Kelly to Laird, who's top 8 midfielder. So, yep. Wado, is it true that Shield and Atkins haven't flown? Atkins is named in the game. I think people are referring to a few weeks ago when a screenshot was shared saying he didn't travel for Eagles game. Yeah, Atkins, I don't have any real doubts over. The Shield thing, Shield looks like he could be laid out. Apparently, there's a training incident that he may have been injured in. So he can't get the goal. Good back to 2 points. But yeah, so I think he'll be fine. Andrew goes, Huey's out concussed. Okay, so it's concussion. Okay, that's why. Shannon Page, turn the stream on and no sound. Thought there were issues on mine. No, it's all right. Shannon, I was just getting something to eat. I was really hungry. So I thought I'd go get food now and then I could just relax at halftime and sit down. Lucky McAndrew's break-even's -2, Hewitt head knock. Okay, yeah, Hewitt head knock, and yeah, McAndrew -2 break-even, but he's not scoring much more than that, so he might not even be there in round 13, so he might not be a downgrade option. Ouch for banged coming down in the market. Okay, come there. Yeah, so he must have hit his head coming down. Brendan Mackay, come on, Walshy. Yeah, hopefully Walsh does well for you, mate. I've got Walsh in RDT, so I'm cheering on that format for him to hopefully do well. So hopefully it all goes well. No, it's still too hot. Bloody hell. So one thing I don't like about Easy Mat, when you make it still too hot to eat. What I'll do, actually, I'll move my desk away a bit, so I've got a little bit of, because you guys don't have to see anything. We guys won't see any wardrobe or any bed that's normally sometimes creeping in the thing. So you go 8.5 minutes to go. Obviously, Gordon hasn't come off yet. Hopefully, he can keep going. Mike Purdy, love the content bars following from New Zealand. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that, mate. All the way from New Zealand, mate. Brendan Mackay, Marshall or Sarong for my VC bails? I'd go Marshall. Just with the Sarong thing, he had a bit of an ankle concern during the week. Apparently, it was on some light duty, so I'd go the safer guy. I think in Marshall. I think it was, what was it, last year? It was where he put the 159, and I think it was against Hawthorn. So I'd back him in. There you go. Sydney get another goal. I think it's Wicks again. So he's got his second goal. So I assume Gordon will come off now. This is normally around the time Gordon does come off. Harry Thomas, it's so annoying watching this as a non-Gordon owner. He's on 53, so he's not going up humongous. I think he's going to come on the bench as well. He normally goes to the bench about 6 minutes, hopefully only off for 2-3 minutes, but could be stuck off for 4 or 5 minutes, and then he's only got 1 or 2 minutes. He might only end up on a 50 at halftime. So yeah, he's not burning anyone at the moment. Ouch. It has been great having Gordon in my team since round 1. Never doubted it. Yeah, well, I started with him, which is great. Obviously, everyone started him. Be very happy. Underscores Gordon. If another 120, another player over a mil. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, he would go over, wouldn't he? Oh, what cord's that? Move that cord out of the way. Yeah, there you go. Gordon off. Yep, like I thought would happen. So hopefully he's not off for too long and they get him back on. was really hoping that goal would go in. Holden's +6. I was hoping that goal would go in, so then maybe Goulden would come on. I need a goal kick. We need a goal kicked, because then that's knowing when they'll make subs or interchanges, I should say. Subs, I'm talking more like soccer terms. Brendan McKay, Butters will be near a mill by year's end. Mate, I know you want Butters to go to a mill. That's for sure, Brendan. I know you, mate. Wado, hashtag Mung. Yeah, it wasn't a very good kick. Ouch. You going to the Crows game this weekend, Bales? At this stage, yes. I just don't like the weather. The fact that it's going to be raining all day. I don't like going to game wet weather. I just can't be bothered really trailing out to the O to watch a wet weather game, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not raining too much and I can go. See, people are saying Butters burning him, but he had a huge first quarter, but the way it's looking, it's 2:45 left. If another minute or a minute and a half goes off the clock, I don't know if Goulden's come back on for the quarter. It's going to be a bit disappointing he's been stuck on the bench for a fair chunk. So hopefully there's a goal or something happens goal kicked or something happens that they can actually make interchanges. Because otherwise, I don't know if Goulden's getting back on. This is why when I've got a play, I don't like them coming off with like 5 minutes to go in the quarter, because it's so dangerous that they can stay off for the rest of the game or rest of the quarter, and then that's it. Because there's only 2 minutes left. Like Sydney might even just be saying, well, there's no point making a sub. Making interchanges. I should be keep saying sub. Interchanges now. So maybe it might not. Maybe nothing else happens. Well, Doherty's been quiet. That only gets him to 32. Yeah, Goulden's waiting there. They're all waiting to come back on, but it's just been kick to kick the last couple of minutes, which has been bad. That's why I was annoyed. There was a goal kick with he'd been off for 2 minutes. I wish they'd made the interchange then. He's not coming back on. A minute 13 left. And come back on. Bloody hell. Was that him there? I reckon it's him for a +6. Wait, hang on. I reckon that's Goulden on. I reckon he might actually have a chance to get some points. Which is crazy when there's a minute left and he's come back on. Is it him? They're not really showing it. I can't see. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I was wishful thinking. No, it was him. That was 21. Yeah, it was him, but I just don't think he's going to get any points. Oh, Colonel's gone quick. Actually, could get something here. 24 seconds. Goulden could still get some points. Underscores and Brendan going back and forth. Butters getting Brown low and getting $1 million. We'll see. Butters got to actually stay in the park for all these weeks and not get injured, which he has a tendency to do at times. So hopefully for his sake, he doesn't and he can keep going. Holden's is doing okay. Holden's on 28 now, I think. Cripps. He's missed it. Another miss for Carlton. 4 goals, 8 to 6-2. It's funny how far these two teams have fallen this year. Is that you probably thought both were going to be contending for finals, but looks like both of them at the moment they're struggling. Obviously, injuries for both teams doesn't help. But yeah, so there you go, half time. Yeah, not a huge quarter for our boy Goulden. Only 53. Oh, he's only on 53. Well, only 50. He's still on track for 100, but he was on track for obviously a massive score, but only had a 15-point quarter. It's a bit quiet. Would have been good if he was on 60 odd at halftime. That would have been obviously pretty handy. We got Charlie Curnow top scoring 66. I had a feeling he might go big tonight with the Sydney tall defenders out. McGovern 65, Cottrell 60, Weeder and Goulden 53, Warner and Hickey 51, Heaney, Walsh and McInerney 48, Kemp 46. Kemp's doing okay. Shearer, Blakey, Wicks 42, Hayward, Akers and DeConey on 40. Who are the other relevant players that are doing anything? Doherty 38, bit quiet. If you traded him, and you would be pretty disappointed with that score so far. Cripps 34, Holland's 28. Holland's doing his thing. If he gets to a 60 odd, that's what you're pretty much going to expect from him most weeks. Hewitt 25, obviously was concussed and subbed out. Ed Curnow already up to 25 points, so he already equaled Hewitt's score and was hardly on. Newman only 24, Kennedy only 22. And then McAndrew's on 5. So yeah, that's not great. A lot of people would have traded into McAndrew this week. So hopefully you guys are doing okay with your scores so far. Most of us got Goulden. So yeah, hopefully it continues at this pace. Yeah, so Goulden not obviously the biggest score. What did Goulden have? 15 points. Yeah, 5 touches, 1 mark, no tackles. So yeah, bit of a quiet one for Goulden there, but hopefully responds in the next few. I actually never looked at the Sunday teams. I know that Voston's out injured. Judson, Clark Thompson, Dow's out. So Tyler Young, Ben Miller come in. Rioli and Jones in for Francis Evans, Tom Jones, Travis Boak, who's injured. Collingwood, Hoskin dropped. For North Melbourne, Zerha Lazare come in for Drury, Shields and Curtis. A bit surprised actually that Lazaro came in for Drury. Like, I don't rate Lazaro at all. I'm just not a fan of Lazaro at all. And he got a game, so a bit odd, but we'll see. And then the Crows in Brisbane. Worrell still thought Tex and Duday, Himmelberg, Gallant, Hinge, Parnell and Berry are all out. And then for Brisbane, Rich Gardner, and then Archie, Sharp and Payne are out. So nothing too bad there. At least the Crows have brought in a few better players this week. Didn't know resting. Brendan, is that orange cordial? No, it's not. It's orange juice. So have a glass of orange juice today. Hadn't had it yet, so I thought, have it now. So yeah, orange cordial. I haven't had cordial for a long time actually. It's pretty much just juice, water, and Coke for me. Coca-Cola, to make that clear. If anyone was thinking it was something else. Says, hey, Bales, thoughts on Ellis to Wardlaw and Cheetahs to Humphrey? Yeah, I like it. I saw you put on Twitter, so I remember I liked your tweet. But yeah, I do like those trades, because I know Ellis got dropped, so banking a bit of cash for next week. Also, what do I take from Hollands to loop him with either Wilmot, Humphrey, or Wardlaw? So if Humphrey or Wardlaw on your bench, you probably want at least 60 from Humphrey. From Hollands. You probably want closer to 70, just because the upside those other guys there. So yeah, I would probably 60 plus. You'd consider it 70 plus. You'd take, but yeah, you probably want a bit more. Brendan McKay, Booger Sugar. Not sure if I get the reference. Apologies, Brendan, that I don't. I'm sure it's funny, though. If you explain it to me, then I'll probably get it, but I don't get it at the moment. Bit clueless like that at times. Actually, let me have a look at my matchup against Stato. I want to see if he went Golden VC and who we've got different. Actually, so I want to go coach's choice. How many people went Golden VC? Was he a popular choice? So captains, you got Laird 19%. Again, a lot of auto-filled teams there. He's only probably like 4% captain. Taranto 11%. Oliver obviously will be changed 8%. English 6%. Dacos 6%. Brayshaw 5%. Merritt, Marshall 4% each. Dunkley 3%. Then Bont, Green 2%. Dawson and Goulden 1% each. So a lot of people have got a lot of different captains this week. Then you got Brayshaw and Goulden are the most selected VCs 10% each. Oliver 9%, so that'll be changed. Dunkley 8%. Obviously, that's auto-filled teams for those because you wouldn't put in VC in the last game. Taranto 5%. English, Dacos 4%. Marshall 3%. Laird 2%. Again, auto-filled. Merritt, Walsh 2%. Then you've got Steele, Doherty, Took, Neal, Petrarca, Cripps, Dawson, Bont, Green, all 1%. So, yeah, so Goulden's the main VC pick. And then my matchup against Stato. How's that going? We both got Goulden. We both got Goulden VC. Yeah, both got Goulden VC. So even if he goes big, I'm not gaining anything there, which would have been good if I did. So yeah, Stato's going Sharp to someone, probably Sharp to Wardlaw, I would imagine, because Sharp's on his ground. He'd probably go Sharp to Wardlaw, then Johannesson to Hobbs, I'd imagine, or Caldwell's probably what his trades are going to be. So it will be interesting. Hopefully I get the job done. It'd be nice. Brendan McKay, ball boys today. I must have missed it. What's Booger Sugar? I must have missed it. Oh, nose beers, Coke. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Now, okay. Yeah, Brendan. See, now I've got what you're saying. I remember when they were saying that. Yeah, yeah. Not the Booger Sugar. No. The Coca-Cola soft drink. That is what I like having. So what's my dream RDT team? How's that going? So Goulden and Walsh. I brought in Brayshaw this week in RDT. So my midfield's coming along okay. I've got Taranto, Brayshaw, Dunkley, Walsh, Bontempelli, Laird, Merritt in my midfield with Ashcroft. So RDT's going well. Obviously, the boost does help. So I've only got the only rookies on field in RDT. I've got Weddle, Ashcroft, and Seamus Mitchell, and obviously all three. I've got Humphrey on the bench. So all three of those guys obviously making really good cash. And then says I have Wilmot, Wardlaw, and Humphrey on field, and Hollands on my bench. Okay, yeah. So I'd bench if Hollands goes 60 plus, I'd bench Wilmot. So I'm Supercoach. I've got Doherty, Hollands emergency if he plays well, can bring him on, and then Goulden. Yeah. Says I'm going Goulden into Merritt. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Goulden into Merritt's fine. Merritt's obviously great pick this week. Would you prefer to be able to loop your VC or have your VC go 1.5 points and captain two times points? Would you prefer to be able to loop your VC? Oh no, you'd rather your VC get 1.5 points than your captain two times points because you get obviously more points or more chance of getting more points. So, but that won't happen. They won't. I don't think they'll introduce anything like that. It's always been captain's double points, and you can use a VC loop. But yeah, Brendan McKay. Hey, Buzz, if I donate some money next Friday, would you buy a cardboard cutout of Tex Walker for your background? Legit. Oh, God, it'd be hard for me to get a cardboard cutout of Tex. Depends how much you're offering, Brendan. That's the question. How much you're offering? If you're offering a decent amount, then I could definitely make it happen. I could make it happen depending on the offer. What are you offering, Brendan? Put it through an offer, and I'll see if I accept it. It's got to be. I reckon we'll start the bidding at $50 because I just don't know where I'm going to get a Tex Walker cardboard cutout. So feel free to donate any money tonight, though, mate, if you want. It's all good. Brendan, research it. I don't know. That's right, mate. You don't have to donate, mate. It's all good. But if anyone does want to donate, there's a super chat button if you want to donate $1. Because I want to go to Perth. So if anyone wants to, and I want to meet Timmy. So if anyone wants to donate to GoFundMe page for Bales flying to Perth to meet Tim in person, then yeah, maybe donate $1. If everyone donated $1 listening to our podcast, I'd be able to go see Tim for no cost, which would be funny. But then again, I don't know if everyone wants to donate $1. People are probably just saying, Buzz, have you fork it at yourself. But yeah, if anyone wants to donate, feel free. Brendan, reckon $50 sounds fair. Oh, okay. You want to maybe up it, Brendan? Maybe 3 figures, 100. I'll take 100. Smixy Bales, how are you? Good, mate. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you got good players tonight. Hopefully you don't have McAndrew. He hasn't been very good at all. Smixy, by the way, your intro is such a cracker. Yeah, people have been saying that. There's obviously String Bean PE that comments on every video, which shout out to him, he's a legend. Always says, Brendan, I'm a Port fan, don't push it. That's funny. What's I saying? Crap, now I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Brendan. Intro such a crack. Yeah, I was talking about it the other day. I said that people seem like the intro, but I didn't expect it to sort of catch on. I just thought, okay, it was just there you go. If people want me to do a cameo, like the people got like cameo and swish and stuff, where people can obviously pay for people to make messages. If people want me to, if people send through a donation super chat, right? People send this. This might be incentive for someone to send through $2, whatever, $3, $4, $5, whatever. If people want me to do an intro for them, I'll say what's going on and everyone. It's yada yada. I don't want to give it away. I'll say my name and I'll be like, and welcome to, and then say I'll say your name or whatever, and I'll give you a shout out. If people want to do that, I'd be happy to do that. I don't know if anyone will be interested in that, but feel free to use the super chat button. Oh my God, already. That's hilarious. Says and Brendan already. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to you lads. But if anyone wants else to do it, I'll be happy to do it. So Says, I'll do one for you, mate. Then I'll do one for you, Brendan. So you said hashtag Tex Walker. So I'll include Tex in it. So what's going on, everyone? It's Bales, and welcome back to another watch along with the legend Says donating $1 to me. So I appreciate Says you for the contributions to the channel. I really do appreciate it. That's one. I'll do the second one for Brendan. What's going on, everyone? It's Bales, and welcome back to another watch along where the legend Brendan has donated $10, and I very much appreciate that. And hashtag Tex Walker, what a legend! Both Brendan and Tex being legends. That's a fact. We appreciate Says and Brendan, mate. Appreciate you guys donating towards the channel. Appreciate that. I would love for this to be a full-time job. I really would. Obviously, it's not paying enough yet, but hopefully we get 10,000, 100,000 subscribers and make it a full-time job, because then if I make it a full-time job, I can do even more content. I might be able to do it on more different things, not just AFL Fantasy. Could do it on AFL, could do all sorts of stuff. So that's obviously that's the dream, obviously. But we'll see how we go. Smixy, I've McAndrew since round 1 on my bench. Yeah, that's fine. There's obviously people that brought him in this week would be a bit disappointed with what he's done so far. Says, keep up legendary content. Hopefully I can get on the podcast one day. Yeah, mate. Yeah. I'll have to keep that in mind, mate. But yeah, appreciate the kind words there. Appreciate everyone that always tunes in and supports the channel. Have we got any subscribers tonight? Let's have a look. So obviously I'm counting down to 1,100. Last time I checked, we're on 1088. Brendan, I'd settle for a Rory Laird cutout. Boki would be better. 1089. So someone did subscribe. Appreciate whoever did that. I don't think it's come through as a notification that says who's done it. Yeah, unfortunately, no. But shout out to whoever subscribed. Really appreciate it. We've got 20 people watching. We only had 13 like a couple of seconds ago. So appreciate everyone tuning in. If you haven't done it already, make sure you like the stream. Subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner. Run our way to 1,100 subscribers. We're 11 away from 1,100. So if you want me to reach that goal, very much appreciated. Turn notifications on so you miss when I go live or upload content in the future. Share the stream so we get more people involved. Build a community around here on Friday and Saturday nights. Obviously, some Fridays, obviously the Hat Chat boys do it. I don't go and do stream. Obviously, I sometimes jump on with them. Plus, I don't want to clash with them. I'd want more people to go and watch their streams. And then Saturday nights, we're live every Saturday night for Watchalong. So, yeah. And then, as I've said, if anyone that's just tuned in is new, if you want to donate to the channel and do a bit extra, with a super chat button below, that'd be very much appreciated. We had Says and Brendan just before with a couple of super chats. Appreciate it. If you want me to do my intro to my my podcast and stuff, I'll do an intro based just for you. A bit of a message for you if you donate super chat. So there's a bit of incentive if you really want me to do an intro. Smixy, my trades this week are Chincotta to Humphrey and Clary to Merritt. Yep, love it. Tick tick. Yep. You're getting rid of a red dot. You're getting a guy that's going to make money. You're getting rid of a guy that's injured. And you're getting a top 8 midfielder. It's a good captain choice this week. Love it. Looking to get Laird next week. Yep. Laird's a great option as well. Everyone knows that. I could bang on about it for a while, but everyone knows I like Laird as an option. What happened to Matt Kennedy? He's just playing defence, not playing midfield. So he's just not scoring very well. Underscores, yeah, looking similar to you, Smixy. Yeah, that's right. I remember you saying that before. Underscores, so. So we should be getting the second half started soon. Says, you know what percentage has led captain? So it said 19%, but it's all auto-filled teams from the start of the year. So it's probably more like 3 or 4%. I'm actually just looking. Hang on. I'm just having a look. So Warney, Perth, Friday, 14th of July's live show. Tickets on sale this weekend. So this week, Wednesday, 31 May for our Patreon members, then Thursday, 1 June at 7 for general public. More details will be up on DT Talk this week. Yep. Okay. I'm just having a look because Jane Popowski normally puts up like top 1,000 captaincy choices. So I'll see if he's maybe put up something to do with the captaincies. All right, so yeah, no, so nothing to do with captaincy, I don't think. He said he's projected. So we're about to get underway. So who's in the CBF for Sydney? Papley, Warner, and Parker. So yeah, Gordon's on the wing again. I still don't understand why they like put Papley in so many CBAs. Like he's not a midfielder. Like he's a forward. I don't really get it. I don't mind the odd one that he goes in for, but he goes in there a lot. He goes in like a full-time, like part-time, half midfield forward. Goulden's got it. Nothing there. But yeah, Jaden Pasky put up this thing as well before. Average green dots in AFL Fantasy per team heading into this week. It's grim when you look at it. So you've got top 100 only averaging 23.9. So that's 6 dots that are like red or purple. Top 1,000 averaging 24.2 and top 10,000 24.3. So in the top 1,000, I'm in the minority in terms of how many I've got. So 1 red dot, 2. So I got 27 green dots, which obviously is a lot more than most. Warner's kicked the goal. So Sydney go back out to 12 points. Really annoying. I really want Carlton to win. If people missed that before, I need Carlton to win for tips. There you go. So green dots per team in AFL Fantasy. So in the top 10,000, there's only 1 team that has got 30 green dots. There's only 8 teams that have got 29 green dots. There's only 92 teams with 28 green dots. There's only 497 with 27 green dots. So I'm definitely in the minority there. There's 7 in the top 10,000 that got 19. 45 teams that have got 20. 214 teams have got 21. 740 have got 22. 18.55 have got 23, 26.20 have got 24, and then 24.43 got 25. So most people have got 5 or 6 red dots. So it just shows the carnage that's been going around with all these rookies being out. So Walsh midfield. Be interesting to see what Walsh's CBA numbers are at the end of the game, because obviously he needs to be at least 35% forward, which we're not going to really know unless someone was taking stats in terms of how many CBAs that he had. But yeah, hopefully Goulden can have a good quarter. But yeah, 20%, like, it says lead, but yeah, just there's like probably 15% of those are just auto-filled accounts from the start. So lead's probably only about 3 or 4% picked as captain. Pretty much people that have got him have probably put him captain as a backup just because he's normally pretty safe. Underscores think Carlton should be winning with the big 3 up forward, Curnow, Mackay, and DeConing. Yeah, exactly right. They should be. Carlton have been really poor this year. If they switched it, Goulden was free, but underscores 11.6% for Taranto. Yeah, so Taranto's obviously a bit higher, but that's genuine. Like I think all those are putting captain. Max Boston, come on, Goulden, up your game, son. Yeah, I know he's been a bit quiet since the first quarter. It's getting to a point where if he doesn't start getting going in this quarter, he might only end up on like 70 points at halftime, and then 3/4 time, and then only get to a 95 when he was looking like going big. We know Goulden can get 60 points in a quarter. We know Goulden can score massive amounts of points very, very quickly. So hopefully he does. Says, I got to go Bales, be back at 3/4 time. All good, mate. All good. Paul Erickson, I think they like his speed at centre bounces and he swaps with Heaney. Yeah, talking about Papley. Yeah, I'd still rather Goulden. Goulden's got speed, and Goulden's got a better kick on him than Papley. So I don't really get it when Goulden's stuck on a wing. And then there's Goulden there, handball. Goulden might get it. Oh, he's sprinting back for it then. So, see, I would like Goulden to come off. Here we go. You get that. No, he won't get the tackle there either. Bloody hell. That's why I like Laird, because Laird comes off, because obviously I've watched the rotation closely, obviously owning him for a number of years. He comes off about 6 minutes into the quarter, and Walsh has kicked the goal. Good. Thank you. Come on, Carlton. Laird comes off about 6 minutes in the quarter, and then he plays most times the quarter out, but sometimes comes off with like 2 minutes to go. But ouch. I've typed in Taylor Walker cardboard cutout online and mostly pops up with Taylor Swift cutouts. That's funny. Yeah, if someone found me that, because I probably can't be bothered, probably me being lazy. But if someone found it, I'd be interested. Then me and Brendan can talk a deal. Harry Thomas, this is my first year fantasy, and it auto set my team from just the Sunday game. Since then, I have bring it back a little, being ranked 40k. It's not too bad considering that you got auto filled from the Sunday teams in the first round. I don't know what would have done that. Don't know. Maybe you didn't save your team when you completed it. I don't know. I thought auto save, but I'm not sure. All right. Hopefully, because Gordon got a CBA here. No, still on the wing. They prefer Heaney now apparently in CBAs, which that's been like a myth for like the last decade. There's been Heaney in the CBAs. Brendan Campbell playing forward. He's kicked it. Oh no, bloody! Who's that? Bloody Cunningham. I thought Gordon was going to get it then and line up for goal, but bloody Cunningham dove in front of him and took the mark. Bloody twit. There are 11 subscribers away from 1,100. So if you can help me reach that tonight, it'd be very much appreciated. So make sure you subscribe. Yeah, hopefully Gordon can start getting on the gas now. 55 points. He's only scored, 17 points in the last quarter and 5 or 6 minutes. So hopefully he can get some points. We know that he can score points quickly. So like Parker just threw it on his non-preferred boot then, straight to Wiedering, and he had Gordon short, and he saw him and just didn't go to him. I don't get when players ignore other players when they've got, and it doesn't matter if it's Gordon or if it's someone I don't own. It's when players ignore other players when they're right there. So I just don't get it. So like Parker's here, so Gordon might be free for something here. So Blakey, I think's got Gordon short, and he goes to Franklin instead. So, yeah, good on you, Blake. I don't like Blakey. He's always been a guy that has ignored every fantasy player I've got on my team. So annoying. He literally had Gordon out there for +6, goes short to Buddy, kicks the kick. Some players really piss me off. I really do. Paul Erickson, Walsh heat map predominantly half forward on AFL live app. So yeah, if that's the case, it's looking all right at the moment. Hopefully it continues that way. Obviously, it depends on where he lines up at the centre bounce. If he's lining up forward, or because he might get a lot of his touches at half forward, but it just depends. Underscores, yeah, this is my first year as well. Enjoying the game. A lot kind of just started with popular picks and looked at what others did, like Jackson, Davey, and George. Oh, yep. Yeah, the boys at Fantasy Take TV. Oh, underscores, mate. If it's your first year playing on fantasy, you're doing very, very well. Got good team value. You're in the top 500, I think. I know you're quite high up there, so you're doing very well. I've only finished once inside the top 500s, like high 400s. I think it's either high 400s or early 500s. I finished top 600 one year, and that's it. I'm normally around that 2K mark. Hopefully, get into the top 1,000 this year, and even if the top 100 would be amazing. That's why the buys I'm hoping are going to be my big move. That's why I've tried to set my team up with a lot of these value players that are going to make cash and green dots. See, since Gordon's been on the wing, they've had him on the far wing. They haven't had him on the wing that's closest to the screen, which is where the play is predominantly. So that he's just not getting anywhere near it because it's just stuck on the other side. It's doing my head in. I don't know why you wouldn't get Gordon onto the wing that's closest so you can actually touch it. So Gordon there gets a kick. But if that goes out of bounds, that could be insufficient intent. Nut Boyd touched it. It can't be done for that. Home for a top 1K finish. Yeah, playing a lot for the buyers. Have 5 or 6 Suns players and Stewart underscores. Yep. Good plan. Moonboy was once ranked equal 24th with Warning. Oh, really? I think pretty good with the Warn Dog. Come on, Golden Man. Like, I know you got 3 points just then, but we need you to really start picking it up because he hasn't gone off yet. He's got to go off probably in about 7 minutes or so. He's got 7 minutes to get some points, which the way it's looking, it looks like he might only end up on a 90 the way it's going, which is a bit very underwhelming considering he started on 38. That's just what I said. I said this at quarter time. I said that he was on 38 at quarter time, which is great, but he's got 3 quarters to try and go on with it. And at the moment, he's not really in the game as much as he was in the first half. And Kerno, that's come back. He's got it. So Carlton are back to within 2 points now. Good. Now I just need Goulden to start doing something well. And yeah. Oh, Moonboy didn't finish there, though. Why is that? What's wrong with Newman? Newman's on the bench. Come on, Goulden, man. Come on, Goulden. Come on, Carlton. Papley another hit out. I know he got the clearance. A good clearance, but still really annoying that Goulden's stuck on a wing, and he's been their best kick in their team, and he's stuck on a wing. I just don't get it. Yeah, Andrew, it's true. Goulden playing on a wing, playing as a wing, his score is always going to be like this. Yeah, I know he's going to have probably half a game where he gets about 30 points, but then he's going to have another half a game where he probably racks up 70 points. So he could just as easily get to his 100. Like we've seen him have a huge quarter. It's just that obviously a VC Friday night, we're probably sitting here like 38 point first quarter. You're probably thinking, well, okay, if he can get himself to 60, 70 points at half time, then he could go pretty big here. But he had a pretty quiet second quarter, and he's been pretty quiet so far this quarter. He's only had the 2 disposals, the 2 kicks. So, no, sorry, kick and a handball, sorry. So I don't know if Goulden punched that there or if that was a tackle. I think it was a punch. Andrew Grives, I said 3 weeks ago I was trading at buys. I was laughed because he dropped a couple of huge scores. Yeah, I know a few people are looking at like Goulden and thinking, well, is he top 6 forward? But after what we've seen, yeah, I think he is. But so like he's in the rotation in the midfield when it's on his wing, but he didn't start seeing. I just don't understand it. And it went through his legs. I know, but it's a free kick for Carlton anyway against McAndrew. Wow, so McAndrew's score, it's going to start bloody going into Samson Ryan territory at the moment, the way it's going. Robbie Fox, don't switch it, just kick it short to, and they're switching it. Of course they are. They'll switch it to the opposite wing. That's it. Literally since quarter time, that's what Sydney have done. They've switched it to the opposite wing that Goulden's on. So Goulden isn't getting free for any +6s at all. And Carlton have been a better team at the moment. And Mackay's marked it. Like Carlton are starting to really get on top. Sydney are awful at the moment. They really are. Like they just don't seem to know how to. I don't even know. Just like they're switching it to a 2-on-1 when the Sydney guy was a 1-on-2. Just it doesn't make sense when they had option on the other side. Andrew, I don't like going at the SCG. Well, he scored a huge score against Freo. He got a 153 or 161 or whatever he got. So I don't mind going to the SCG. It's the fact that they just, oh my God, Mackay, man. Harry Mackay would have to be probably the worst set shot player or key forward in the AFL. He's awful at set shots. Side of the boot, and he's completely shanked it. Like he gets paid how much money? You'd think that as a key forward, you'd learn how to kick straight. Like, shouldn't be that hard to just kick some goals. Like, he's awful. And I'm probably being really harsh on the guy, but I'm not playing football at the moment, so I can't really talk. But it's just seriously like, it's like they're going to office and some, like, let's say journalists, right, and they're writing bad articles. They're going to get fired if they're writing bad articles. They're going to get chopped from the bloody industry. And Mackay's paid to kick goals, and he's not kicking them. So, okay, here we go. So, switch it now. Of course, it was touched by Doherty, so it didn't count as a mark. God's sake, man. Gordon's not going to end up on a good score. I can see it now. He's going to end up on a 90, and he's going to get there, and that's about it. He's not going to get his 100 or 110 that I want to take. It was disappointing considering that I was pretty bullish at the start of him going big. Halfway through the quarter, and only 5 points for Gordon. He's now the third highest scorer for Sydney now, instead of being the clear-cut number one scorer. Gordon should get the tackle there. Good, it's not a free kick against. Good, Gordon tackle. Okay, let's go, Gordon, man. 62. Let's keep building, because you're probably going to be going off in about 3 minutes unless you play the whole quarter, which there aren't that many midfielders and stuff that play 100% of a quarter. Be good to see Gordon play a whole quarter, then he could actually get to a solid enough score by the end of the quarter, like on track for a good score. Gordon kick. I don't know if that counts or if that was because it was a ricochet. I don't think that counts the kick because I think it was smothered. Gordon +6 in the pocket. You've got Gordon short and you decide to go to Lloyd when you had your kick there. Why would you give up the kick out to Lloyd when you actually had your option there? I don't understand that. I really don't. Yep, ouch. They're playing very bad this quarter. 100%. Then just Sydney just aren't a very good team to watch at the moment. They play boring football. They turn it over way too much. They, for some reason, don't get the ball in the best players' hands. They try and rely on getting the ball in other guys' hands that just aren't good enough. So, obviously, injuries does play a factor in that, but Moonboy, McAndrew's getting dropped. Sydney's not kind of rookies. Well, yeah, McAndrew's been very, very poor this game. So, yeah, I would imagine he will get dropped. Oh, Parker, dangerous tackle. Could be a week. We've seen people get weeks for those. Parker could be done, potentially. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that looked like a dangerous tackle that he could get suspended for. Okay, they switch. Okay, Gordon is, if they go quickly and they take their time. See, when Sydney can switch it to their better players, they take their time and then they go, no, we're going to go long down the line. You idiots, man. This is really crap football to watch. And I know I'm getting probably more salty because I got Gordon VC and I just want to put up a good score, but Sydney are just awful. Brendan, what I've noticed is that Primo's gone little runs, get about 15 points in 30 seconds, then not a lot. Yeah, it's a good point. A lot of Primos do that. So Mackay, mate, so he's going snap because he's in the pocket. Are you actually going to be able to kick it? See, for me, he's still in a position where I'll be still drop punting it. See, awful. Mackay, man, someone needs to tell Mackay not like to actually how to kick for goal. Like, I just don't understand it. Is that Gordon? I reckon it is. I reckon Gordon. Yep, Gordon +6. Okay, come on, Gordon. Let's go, mate. He's on 68. I'm complaining, but he's on 68 and there's still 7 minutes to go. Obviously, hopefully he doesn't go on the bench much. Yeah, Max, come on, Gordon. Max Boston said, I listened to Cal put the VC on him. Yeah. I think he's still good. He's a very good pick for a VC. It's just he's just not getting the points at the moment. Like he's still in 6-0, so I'm complaining about saying there's very, very little I should be complaining about. But well, Gordon could be on a lot more points if Sydney actually played to his strengths every game. Park could get a free kick there. Yeah. Get the free kick. Gordon could actually get a +6 here if Parker goes short. Oh no, Gordon's going to come on the bench for Heaney. Bloody hell! No one's got Heaney. We don't care about Heaney. Max, I wish I stuck with Brayshaw. I probably would have gone Brayshaw VC into him, but yeah. Cooper, Gordon, big next 10 minutes for his score. Hopefully so. Hope so, Cooper. Brendan, I listened to Cal and went, nah. I only went Gordon because the only real red dot I had was Heath, and he was obviously locked out first game of Morrissey. Was the only choice I had for a VC. I couldn't realistically. I could have gone Chesser. But yeah. Moonboy, love a fired up bars on a Friday night. I don't enjoy watching football like this. I'd rather sit here and... So Gould did actually add that kick. So Gordon's on 71. So hopefully he's only on the bench for like 2 minutes, and then he can come on for 4 minutes, score quick 20 points, get to 90. That's what we want. So we'll see. He did score a pretty quick 10 points there. It was only like 2 minutes and he scored well. So Cooper, Gordon just went to the bench in the background. Now, Cooper, I don't know if that's the Cooper that I know or if it's a different Cooper. I've got a friend called Cooper. I don't know if that's his handle or not, if he's just watching along here. Ouch. Gordon gone on the bench. Yeah, no, that is ouch. Him go on the bench. So Jake Lloyd's now top scorer for the game at 86. Surprising. Sort of came out of nowhere. I don't think he was in the top few scorers. And Papley kicks it. Come on, Carlton, man. Carlton get so close to getting in front, and then they miss opportunities. Then Sydney go back in front. Hopefully, they bring Gordon back on. Hopefully, Gordon was only off for a minute. I've seen that happen before with Gordon, where he's only off for a minute. They should just sub him on now. Like, no, keep saying subbing. Why I keep saying subbing for? Okay, McInerney sprinting off, so that could be a good sign. Imagine if Gordon comes back on. He was only off then for like a minute and a half, which would be great. Moonboy, I always went Doc over Bray and then saw Doc has a poor record versus Sydney this CG. Yeah, I would have gone Brayshaw over Doherty anyway, even though Doherty was a solid pick. I still would have gone Brayshaw. Now, Gordon's back on. Okay. We've still got 5 minutes for him to get some points. Let's go, Gordon, man. I was going to say mate and man at the same time. So, man, I should have said. Underscores, haven't noticed Doc much this game. Disappointing from him and Cripps. Yeah, it's been disappointing for both those guys. More so, obviously, Doherty, because a lot more people would have brought him in. Underscores don't have them, though. Yeah, well, I don't know them either. But, yeah, it would have been good to see him put up a good score. Heaney, mate. I'm sure Gordon could be on that wing somewhere. No. I noticed Sydney do that a lot. They don't chip it around anymore. They normally go long to packs now. Doherty kick there. So what's Doherty on? So it's on 63. He's not that far behind Gordon, to be fair. Like, I'm complaining about Gordon, but he's not that far behind him. Andrew Griffiths, he's back. Yeah, I know. Already, it's funny how he's only off for 2 minutes. Moonboy, is Gordon Sydney's best player? I think so. I think Gordon's Sydney's best player and their most valuable player. Underscores probably Mills. Roll hasn't been it this year. Actually, yeah, if Mills is playing inside mid, then there's an argument for him there. But I just think Gordon's just a lot more damaging than Mills. Mills is a guy that does everything, gets tackles, gets his marks, everything. Gordon, good. McLean, mate, you know exactly what to do. So all of a sudden, Gordon's on 74. I've been complaining. and he could end up on like 80 odd points and be okay. My boy Lowell, how could I forget about Mills? Yeah, I still rate Golden higher, just in terms of obviously he's a lot younger and he's going to be there for a lot longer, and I just think he's going to be an absolute superstar, and he'll play majority midfield as the years go on. See, Warner does that a bit too. Warner does have just flying shots at goal when he probably really should be hitting someone up. Ouch. The roller coaster of Bales, hope going up and down. You love to see it. This is fantasy. Yeah, it is. Yep. I would love to sit here and just like go, oh my god, players scoring points. I've never had a week like that where everything's gone well. I don't think many people have had a week like that, but I don't think there's ever been a week in fantasy where I've finished like top like 100. Give the handball to Gordon. Oh, Fox, man, what are you doing? Oh, unbelievable. These players, they don't understand. We want players for good scores. And we got Gordon, and they're just not giving it to him when they should be. Unbelievable. That's Walsh there. So Walsh is getting himself a good score. He's on 81 now. So Walsh is now above Gordon. Kennedy's got going in this quarter as well. He's up to 55 now with that +6 he just got there. So people got him. He's tracking along better. What's Holland's only on still 38. It's a bit of a quiet quarter from him. Andrew goes, that's why like Bray usually goes to bench and plays last 10 minutes of a quarter. Yeah, and that's what you want. Like you want your players playing more the back half of the quarter. And that's why I like Laird. Laird plays the important parts of the quarter. Blakey, switch it. No, you're going to go to the pocket and you kick it out in the full. I knew I didn't like you, Blakey. Cooper, either VC on Walsh, is that bad? No, nah. Walsh gone along well. Walsh on 81. So at the moment, Walsh looks like he could get to that 110 mark. Unscores Petrarca for over 100 at least, not a great score. Yeah. This game actually, I know that this game's not very fantasy relevant. Most people have only got a Gordon, maybe got a Doherty or a Walsh or someone like that, or a Hollands on your bench. But not only has it been a quiet game for fantasy, it's been a very poor game in general. Like, it's not been a good watch. It's been a pretty boring game. It's been mostly played in between the 50s. It's not really been a game where there's been like a lot of shots, a lot of fast transitioning play. McAndrews taking a mark. Where's Gordon? Row bottom Doherty, he took it. Hollands, handball. Oh, okay. Meant on track. Okay. I thought you meant I thought you meant yeah. On track for 100 at least. Not a great score. Yeah. Well, I wanted to get a good score. So see, Sydney, if they switch it now, they've got option, and they don't. They go down the line to a 2-on-2. Yeah, it gets punched away. Oh, Gordon's actually there. So I was actually saying I wanted to switch it, but Gordon's actually on that side. Yeah, sorry, underscores, mate. How is that a throw and out in the full? I'm not sure. Oh, no, it was out in the full. It was out in the full. You could see that the full ball went out. Harry Thomas. I like Bont. He sometimes plays the whole quarter. Yeah, exactly right. There are times when he does do that. He normally comes off, about that 8 minutes left, comes on with like 6 minutes to go. Oh, Hickey's head would hit the ground pretty hard then. He's only just come back from concussion. There are going to be sickos out there sitting there going, I hope he's out. So then McAndrew plays. And I'm not one of them because I don't have McAndrew anyway, but I wouldn't wish injury on anyone, let alone a concussion. Kerno. He's missed it again. Oh, my God, man. 6 goals, 12. Awful football. Awful. And it's only 28 seconds. It's gone really quickly. See, Gordon's done for the quarter, I reckon. He ain't, and I don't think it's on his wing. I think he's on the other wing. No, that'd be a point. So, wait, Gordon got a tackle? It says Gordon 78. I didn't see the tackle. So I don't know where he got that tackle from. So we're going to really need a Gordon, what's that, 78? What's he need? Probably at least a 32-point final quarter for me to look at taking the VC. If he gets to 100, I'll be fine, but I would obviously prefer to lock in a VC tonight. So 3/4 time, boring game, not great fantasy scores. Like, if you look at the guys here, so got Kerno and Lloyd are both on 90. Not a lot of people got Lloyd. No one's got Charlie Kerno. McGovern's on 85. No one's got McGovern. Heaney's on 83. No one's got Heaney. Walsh on 81. A few people got Walsh. That's not bad. But it's not like massive. 81's still good, though. Warner 80. Only a couple people got him. Gordon 78. That's fine, but not really like on track for a huge score. So he's only gone 40 points in the next 2 quarters. So, yeah. And then you've got everyone else up under 75. So you've got Wiedering 72, Rowbottom 70, Chera 68, Doherty 67, Cottrell, Papley and Hayward 64, Cripps and McInerney 63, Hickey 60, Cunningham 50, Cunningham and Fox 59, Blakey 58. You got Kemp 57, Kennedy 55, Holland's 40, bit quiet there. McHenry's on 15. That's obviously very poor as well. So it's really boring tonight, man. It's been good, obviously, chatting with you guys, but the game's been boring. Sit down on my chair. That's how I feel, slumped. I don't even know if that's a feeling. Ouch. Can't buy a goal. No, they can't. They really can't. Brendan, I had to resist the temptation to go Gordon as VC. Reckon Marshall go bigger. Probably will. Well, he probably will now. Gordon's on 78. He probably needs a big last quarter to get to a good score. Like, as in to get to a good VC score. Brendan, looking for that monster captain score. Yeah, hopefully it comes this round for you, mate. Moon Boy, I held McHenry since round 1 for this. Yeah, I know, 15. I guess you got a green dot for now. You might get dropped. Says, hopefully Holland has a 20-point last quarter so I can get a decent score on field. Yeah, hopefully he can get to a 60. Valkyrum Q, Gordon VC doesn't look to be paying off. No, it doesn't. I've been very frustrated here, Valkyrum. It was on 38 at quarter time, and I was sitting here going, oh, here we go. Another huge VC on a Friday night to be able to lock in and then enjoy the rest of the round. But 40 points in the last 2 quarters. And he scored probably 15 of those points very, very quickly. So the other 25 points, it's been a long time between drinks for like big points for him. We know that you can get a 70-point quarter. I'm not expecting a 70-point quarter, but if you can get like a 40-odd point quarter, that's a 118. But even then, that's a huge quarter to get to a 118. It's sort of like, well, that's a score where you're probably tossing and turning if you take it or not. Moonboy, I enjoy my weekend, watch songs with Bales and the fine people in chat. It's relaxing. Oh, it's not relaxing for me. It's relaxing for me if my players are doing well, but if it's not, I've got to sit here and you guys have got to hear me complain. So, Vakram, I changed just for the game to Brayshaw VC. Yeah, I think Brayshaw VC will go very well. So I think you're well set up there. Really? F-Boy Island, Australia. They're really running out of ideas for TV shows, aren't they? Like, unbelievable, man. Oh, there's too many reality TV shows. Like, they got Gogglebox and stuff on here. It's like, come on, man. My reality TV is football. Football, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I've got soccer whenever it's on, like the Premier League and that. And then cricket. It's all like the reality TV I need. There's too many reality TV shows these days. Maybe I should just do a reality TV show of Bales on weekends stressing about his AFL fantasy team and ripping his hair out and complaining all the time. Andrew Griffiths, these 2 awful teams. Yeah, I know they're not the best to watch. says, would you take 118 from Goulden? Yeah, I would. Anything over 110, I'd take. So if he gets 32 points last quarter, which can happen, it's a solid quarter. It's like not out of the realm possibly he gets 32 points. I'll take it. I'll take that score. 110, I'll lock in because I'd rather lock in that and I only lose it on 10 points than miss out on a lot. Brendan, Marshall VC, Dacos C. Ooh, spicy. I'm not sure about Dacos captain. I just think that he'll get Taylor Buddy Scott, which could hinder his ceiling score. Crafty McBeerface. I love that name, by the way, man. I bench Kennedy and put the E on him. I'll take 75 to Luke Chesser on. Otherwise, it's Wardour on field. Well, you got to obviously make sure Chesser's not playing. People have been saying he's playing Waffle. So if he's playing Waffle, then that's obviously good. If he does play Waffle, it'd be very handy for me because I can actually loop Weddle, Humphrey, and Wardlaw. I can get the best score out of it. Well, I can get the best score out of Weddle and Humphrey. Vacuum Q. Football, basketball, motorsport. Yep, yeah, obviously footy, Premier League, soccer for me. I watch basketball every now and again. I watch it more when I was in America because it's on a better time. I'm not a morning person, so I don't know I watch it because it's normally on at like 10, 11. I'm normally a midday or after person waking up. So obviously the perks of doing uni and not having a full-time job means I don't have to wake up too early. Brendan, only good TV, reality TV is Swedish reality TV. I'm not on person. I used to, I think, back in the day when I was a teenager, I used to watch like your Geordie Shores and X on the Beach and stuff like that. But it's just not my cup of tea anymore. It's just really can't be bothered, to be honest. Just not as boring. Well, for me anyway. Again, if anyone out there watches a reality TV show, that's fine. Go ahead, crack on. Do like if you want to do that. Like a lot of people don't want to watch football, but I love watching football. If people love watching reality TV, then as I said, crack on, go for it. I just don't find the need for it for me personally. Ouch, not worth watching TV at all. Yeah, well, obviously footy, but yeah, then again, sometimes not worth watching the footy because people do your head in, like when Gordon gets stuck out on a wing. So at least he's on the good wing now. So hopefully that means he's going to have a good last quarter. When he's on the wing closest to the camera, that's normally when he gets his points. Chewy Cooks, who do you think will win? Well, I think Sydney will win, but I want Carlton to win. I tipped Carlton because I thought, well, Sydney have got that many injuries. Carlton should not. If Carlton lose this game, good luck making finals. If they lose this game, they won't make finals. I did say I thought the loser for this wouldn't make finals, but at least if Sydney lose the game, they've got so many injuries that if they will come back, they could make a run. Whereas I don't. Yeah. Says, who would you captain Laird over Merritt? Would you captain Laird over Merritt as a pod captain? I don't think. Oh, so Nick Newman's been. Wait, has Nick Newman been subbed out? Or is Ollie Hollands? Oh, mate, not again. Not again. If I'm seeing that correctly, unbelievable. I don't have him, but Hollands has been subbed out for a third week in a row tactical sub. What a joke. What a joke. 3 weeks in a row. If I was Hollands, I would be fuming. The fact that I've been subbed out in 3 weeks in a row when there are other players out there that are probably playing worse than him. Like, I really don't get it. I know that a lot of people would have had Hollands on the bench. Not many people would have straight played him on field. But Moonboy, I know that you were looking between Pedler and Holland, so now that makes your decision pretty simple. You're probably going to be, wait, Hewitt's already subbed. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, hang on. So Hollands must be injured then. If Hollands is not playing, okay, no, yeah, but I know that obviously out said so Holland's subbed again on kind of guard traded. Hewitt's been subbed out already, so Holland's shoulder injury. Okay, well that's obviously a bit different. There he's actually injured, but still 3 times in a row he hasn't finished the game out. He's injured. Okay, yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I've got the injured now. Everyone's saying he's injured. So, yeah, I was going on about nothing. Yes. So, Sage, going back to your question about the Merritt or Laird, I still think Merritt's got the better matchup. So, I'd still go Merritt if you've got him. But I've got Laird captain because I don't have Merritt, and I think Laird will still put up a solid score. So I'm still saying Merritt over Laird, but yeah. Crafty McBeerface, coach said he'd be playing Waffle in his presser. So I see he actually did say in a quote that Chester would play Waffle. So if that's the case, then that obviously makes it a lot easier to sub loop using him. I guess what I could do, because I got Weddle, I could just put Weddle on bench emergency. Worst case scenario is that Chester is the sub and I just can't take Weddle's score, but I've got Humphrey there anyway. So I could just do that. Chewy Cooks, would you go McVita Wardlaw or McVita Spicer then Warple to Steele? I'd still rather get Wardlaw. I don't see Spicer being in the team or scoring well. So, yeah, I wouldn't get Spicer. I'd just do the McVita Wardlaw. I'd get the better rookie, even if that means that you probably can't get the upgrade that you want on the other end. I think it's just more important to get the better rookies at this stage with buys coming now. So I don't think Gordon's touched it this quarter. It's been already 4 minutes. He's done that, I think, in each of the last 3 quarters where he hasn't touched the ball for the first 5 or so minutes. And as each minute ticks down, it gets close to the end of the game, which means that a bigger score is looking less and less likely. Which is very disappointing. As a VC, I thought, yeah, well, I can't. I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't. The blatant much. So switch it now. Switch it if you switch it quickly. You've got Gordon free, and he's going. Oh, you bloody lizard prick! And he goes long down the line. That was probably a bit harsh. Probably shouldn't have said that, but oh well. And Cunningham punches it when he had a clear mark. So these Gordon frustrations made me take it out on everyone else. Yeah, so Hollins is out. Is that Kennedy out as well? Kennedy's got the jacket on as well. Is Kennedy out injured as well? Moon Boy, great. So I had 4 green dots going in, 2 of McAndrew and Hollins, so I'm going well for the buys. Or have they got multiple people injured? So Nick Newman's been subbed. Kennedy looks like he ain't come back on. He's got his jacket on, and Holland's got his jacket on. So either it's really cold or they're not coming on. Yeah, Carlton win this game. Gordon's free. Gordon is actually free this time. If you look and you go back and you switch it this time. Oh, Sydney, you are the most frustrating team to watch. Why would you go back to Blakey in the pocket when there's no switch on? It baffles the mind. I just hope Carlton win for the fact that Sydney are just poor at football at the moment. Chewy Cooks, do you think Eddie Ford will play for the next couple of weeks? We look good on the weekend, so he probably could. But I'm not 100% sure, though. Sydney using the fast side on the ground still to switch. Mate, I've got no idea. I got no idea what Sydney are doing. I don't even know how. They're in front because Carlton just can't kick straight. But I just don't understand. Gordon being on a wing all quarter, not in the play, says Valkram. Yeah, I know. I don't know if Gordon gets tackled there. Almost got 2 tackles, but I don't think either will count. Well, it says Gordon got a tackle, so something counted. See, sometimes I don't understand how the tackles work because some tackles get added, but some aren't. Hang on. Handball to Gordon. Yes. That should be a free kick downfield. I don't know how that wasn't given a free kick. He bumped him after he kicked the ball. Kennedy and Holland's injured. Hewitt subbed. Oh, wait, not Kennedy. It was Newman. But Kennedy has his jacket on. That's what the thing that I'm not getting is. He's got the jacket on, but I'll have a look on the AFL app if there's anything up there. So Hayward's taken the mark. Is Gordon anywhere around the place? Is that Gordon? No. Got Robottom just came on. No. I'm going to say Robottom just came on. And like Robottom throws it on the boot to a 2-on-1 and so yeah, Hewitt sub injured, Hollands is out, Newman's out. So now Kenny's back on. He was just probably wearing a jacket. Must be pretty cold down there, I'd imagine. Chewy cooks his butter as a captain option. Yeah, so someone mentioned it on the Twitter space. I don't actually hate the idea of Butters captain. He went huge last week. Richmond are a good team to score against, so I don't mind it. He could be big. Very pod captain option. I personally wouldn't do. I'm not a very pod captain option person. I go the best option I've got in my team. I don't know if Butters is the best option in most people's teams, but hey, if you're keen on it, go ahead. He could be big. But he's one of those captains that could be really big or he could be really bad. He can go one of two ways. He's not probably going to get just a low 100 and be solid on the ball, making any free kick. I don't understand what I don't understand what either team is doing really. Like it's funny because the start of the year, this looked like a great matchup on a Friday night. You had Carlton, who just missed out on the 8 last year, looking for redemption. Zach Goulden there, no Campbell. Looking for redemption, and then Sydney, who made the grand final. But these are two teams that are just struggling big time. That was near a throw for Papley then. Crafty McBeerface, Hewitt sub, Newman hammy, Holland shoulder, Kenny not sure, Blues only 1 fit on the bench. Yeah, they're not winning. But Kenny's back on, which is good for anyone that's got him. Valkyrie Q, both teams trying to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. I like that one, 100%. I like that. Yep. Neither team look like they really want to win it. It's a frustrating game. See, Gordon's on 85. When did Gordon get a kick? Unless I missed something. I swear they keep adding points for Gordon that I keep missing. Unless he's taking a mark or something, line up for goal. That'd be awesome. But he's on 85. So it's like, if he plays the whole quarter, he might play the whole quarter because the game's on the line. Like, they might keep him out there for the whole quarter. Because he probably can play the whole quarter. So he's maybe got half a quarter to get points. So McAndrew, handball. Jake Lloyd. Gordon had guys on him, so he couldn't kick there. So this is what happens when I've only got one player in the game. I get so focused on that one player and like give the ball to him at every opportunity when it's probably not the best call. But there have been times where they could have given it to Gordon and it was the right call. So like Blakey is the weirdest player I reckon I've ever seen play the game. His run looks awkward. He looks awkward. Just everything about him. It's weird. Chewy Cooks, I've led. Bont, Merritt. Who would you vice and captain? I would go VC Merritt into Laird. That's what I would do. Ouch. True is like they're scared to play. Yeah, I know. So what's Blakey done? Or is he just absolutely like puffed out because of the running? There's Gordon. That's high. He got taken high. Oh, seriously? Doherty did take him high then. He put an arm over his shoulder. That should have been a free kick. Oh, Gordon, man. Could have got a bloody tackle. I don't know if I'll be able to put Gordon VC again. This has been a really frustrating watch. It's not his fault. It's his bloody team he plays for. They're just frustrating. That's kicking in. Oh, that's got to be kicking in danger. Oh, nah, that shouldn't be a goal for Sydney. I'm sorry. The Carlton defender had his hand on the ball, and I think it was McLean kicked it when he had his hand on the ball. That's it's kicking in danger. It's not. Nah. Harry Thompson got the tackle before. Yeah, I must have missed it. I must have missed it from Gordon there. Valkyrie Q tackle and one kick so far for Gordon. Yeah, okay, yeah, I must have just missed it then. Chewy Cooks, I just like the video. Thanks for the content. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate you liking. If anyone wants to follow what Chewy Cooks did and like the video, it helps the channel out, get the video out to more people, build a community. Would be great to build a community on a Saturday night, and then Friday nights when the Hat Chat boys don't do their live, their watch along. So if you don't like the video, make sure you do. If you haven't subscribed yet, bottom right hand corner, we're on our way to 1,100 subscribers. So I think last time I checked, we're 11 away. And Hayward marks. That's game over. Game to Sydney. Unbelievable. Carlton are crap as well. I'll put that in there as well. Carlton and Sydney are both bad. Sydney are beating Carlton when Carlton have got a full strength side with a couple of injuries. Okay, they've had injuries today, and Cripps is now going off injured as well. It looks like an ankle injury. And he looks being a bit of a spot of bother, Cripps, at the moment. Harry Thomas, you hate Blakey, but he's had a good game. I don't hate him. He's just annoying. It's just every time he's one of those players that he sees Gordon and he doesn't pass to him. Like there's players that I can see, and Cripps, yeah, this doesn't look good. Cripps going down the rooms, or is he going to the rooms? Or he just go on the bench? No, just go on the bench. Yeah, so gets tangled up there when he gets tackled. Oh my God, Carlton having a horror run with injuries again. Yep, yeah, it's all getting injured at the moment. Gordon CBA. We have a wild Gordon in the centre bounce. And he got a handball as well. Funny that. He has a CBA and he actually touches the ball. Sydney should put him in there for a lot more than what they do. Kick it to Gordon. Look to your right, mate. And you're switching it again. Sydney's love to switch it when Gordon's not there. There are games where either they switch it to Gordon and he's not there, or every time they switch it, Gordon's there. But tonight's been one of those games where they just have switched it and he hasn't been there. Now switch it again. So Gordon's in no, so Gordon's moving to the other wing. And Blakey goes to a 2-on-2 again with Wiedering there. Yeah, good decision, Blakey, mate. Yeah, Cripps was stood on. Yeah, he was stood on, but then his ankle twisted as well when he got the tackle went around. So it was like stood on and then got twisted as well, which isn't great. Ouch. Finally, someone took a run and tried. Sydney's starting to play a little more freely. They are. It'd be good if they played freely and they actually gave the ball to their best player. Wasn't a free kick to Sydney. That's surprising. Valkyrie cute. Sad when the high scoring player so far is a key forward in Kerno and they've kicked 1 goal 3. Yeah, I know. Yep. Ouch. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I said that with the injuries. Yeah. Don't know what the free kick was for. That better not have been against Gordon. I don't think it was. I think it's against the Sydney player that got tackled. See, Motlop, I don't know what Motlop was trying to achieve there. Like, Curnow had two guys around him, and he decides to snap it just in front of Curnow when he probably could have easily gone for goal and tried to kick the goal. Like this, I really hope Gold Coast Bulldogs is a lot more enjoyable game to watch tomorrow night. Well, it probably might not be because it's in Darwin. A bit slippery conditions. Completely ignoring Gordon again for a short kick. This will be a game where probably Gordon's on 87. Probably get that 95, 100, like that really high 90s, low 100. Like, he might even get to 100, to be honest. 6 minutes to go. He hasn't been off this quarter. He might play the rest of the quarter out, but this is bad for my tipping as well, because obviously, as I said, I went Carlton, and a lot of people in our league, I think the top 6 people went Sydney. Oh, Gordon! Yes! Line for goal! Go for goal! He's played on. Why has he played on? Oh, he's hit the post. I don't think he played on, though. I don't know why the umpire couldn't have played on. Oh, that would have been so good. That would have been his 100, or 99 he would have been on. What's he on now? 94. So if he gets 16 points in the last bit of this quarter, then we might be okay. And Wicks will line up for goal instead. See, Sydney got free plays everywhere. Harry Thomas, do you take 109 as a VC? Who have you got VC? Is a 109? Is that Walsh? If you got Walsh, VC? If it was 109 VC, I'd probably. Oh, it's like funny because I take 110 or more, but 110 is probably considered. So probably not, because I'm probably conservative with a 110. So probably not. You probably want more. Ouch. It says rushed it. Did he? I thought the umpire called him to play on. So that's a goal. So let's hope Gordon doesn't come off. 4 minutes to go. Let's hope that he stays on, because if he comes off, he's probably done for the game. He looks to be okay. So he looks to be staying. Oh, he's in the pitch there. So he looks to be staying on. So I reckon Gordon's going to play the game out on the quarter, not come off on at all the quarter. But whether he gets to a 110 or anything or not, he could still rack up 20 quick points and get a 114, because we know Gordon, he can get a couple of plus sixes very quickly. So let's hope that he can somehow get 26 points very quickly, because in all my complaining all game, gets him all right. But yeah, I probably wouldn't take 109 as VC, Harry, unless you're not confident in any other options. So got 4 minutes 16 to go, 27 points with Sydney up. Yeah, disappointing game from Carlton. Gordon landing his lap, got a handball, 4 points to get to his 100. But we obviously need 14 points. We need to get to his 110. If he gets 110, I'll take it. I'll just lock in points. Manuel Grun Polar says, how much should Gordon go up based on his current score? Anyone know how it's calculated? Not exactly. It's just sort of projections each week. If he, yeah, I know he's half forward there, Vakram, yeah. If he gets 100 or so, he might be like 970 odd. I think 970k. He won't be a million or anything. He might be like 980 potentially. I'm not sure exactly. I'll have a look after the game. I might use Selby's price projector thing and see what he would be. 3 minutes to go. What can Goulden conjure up in the last 3 minutes? So Corey Warner's been subbed on. Who got subbed off? They must have only just subbed someone off. Is that? No, Warner. See, Warner was doing well early as well, but he hasn't really kicked on and got a big score. Goulden's there again. So Goulden's resting for us. Another handball. Moves into 98. I need at least 2 more points from Goulden. If not, I will obviously want 12 points. If he gets it, Mark and Gore Papley won't. Oh, no. He's passed to Franklin. It's slipped over. So Cripps is back off. Locklear and McAndrew sub-tactical. That's not looking good for his signs moving forward. So 110 gets Goulden to 978k. Yep, okay, there you go. So Carlton lining up for goal. So Valkram says if he gets 100, he'll go 971, 110, 978, 120, 985. Obviously, he won't get 120 now unless they chip it around for last minute and he'll be all right. Walsh has been nice pickup, says Brendan. Yeah, he has. He's another solid enough score again, 106, and considering he was in a loss as well, not bad. All right, so point. Hopefully now Sydney chip it round, but hopefully Goulden's involved with them. He's been playing half forward, obviously, the last few minutes because instead of him coming off, they just thought they'd rest him. So he's out on the right wing. So you got to go out right, Florent. Good decision. He's done that. Goulden's free for +6. Goulden's free. Yes! 104. We need one more +6. One more. No. So he kicked that, got spoiled. So one more +6. If he gets 2 more +6s, then we're laughing. 116, we're taking it. Come on, Goulden, mate. Get +6 more points. I'll take 110, I think. Warner, it's going handball back to Cunningham. Kicks to Parker, he missed him. Oh, if he actually hit Parker, so Walsh will get the free kick here. So Walsh will get a kick. I don't know if Goulden's going to get there. I reckon he's going to fall. I think he's going to get 104, which is fine for a single player, but obviously you're not taking it as a captain. So Walsh gets to 1-2 there. So Walsh will be up to 112, I think. That'll be a mark. Get up, Blakey. Get up, mate. Come on. Time's ticking. So, he's got to be cramping at this moment, doesn't he? Get up. Kick to Goulden. Oh, Goulden was there for a +6 as well, and he bloody kicked it long. And he's kicked it out in the full. Oh, you absolute spud. You spud. Oh, no, he didn't kick out in the full, but still, spud. No, 16 seconds. Goulden's not going to get there. Unless he gets the mark here. Where is Goulden? No, it's bloody Parker this time. No. There it is. Oh. Unbelievable. 104 on the end. Not taking it. Looks like Laird will be my captain this week, my boy. To be fair, that's... I know 100. I know you take 100 from a player, but 104 when he was on 38 at quarter time. You're a bit disappointed with that. 38 at quarter time, you're thinking, oh, here we go. He's going to get a 100. And what did he do in his last few quarters? He was on 53, so went 15 points. Then he was on 78, so he got a 25-point quarter. That's like an average quarter for if you want 100. And then 78, he got what? 26 in the last quarter. So he did okay in the last 2 quarters. It was that second quarter where he got 15. If he got 20 more points that quarter, 124, you take it. Yeah, you're not taking 104. Yeah, as Valkyrie says, you're not taking 104. Brendan, happy with that. No VC in this game. Gordon and Walsh both turned up. Yeah, you'd be happy if you didn't have the VC on tonight because you don't have to worry about taking a 104. Yeah, very disappointing. When I thought Gordon was going big at quarter time, got the hopes up. I would have rather him just get the 15-point quarter to start and then go okay in the next few quarters and get to his 100. But he gave us the hope. Frustrating, very frustrating. It's just the fact that Sydney is just so frustrating. Like what? Yeah, Lloyd 123, Blakey 114, Walsh got 112 as well, Curnow 110, Doherty 109. So Doherty got to 100 when he's not doing too great. Warner 105, Hayward 105, Goulden 104. So the 100. So no huge scores tonight. There were a few okay scores there, but again, like Lloyd's not owned by many, Blakey's not owned by anyone, Warner's not owned by many, Hayward's not owned by anyone. Obviously, Goulden's owned by a lot. Walsh owned by a few. Curnow no one. Doherty a few. So Parker 75, that crosses him off of my list personally. Too many of these sub scores that he gets, like substandard scores. Chera 90, that's not bad. You'd be okay with that. You probably want him more, but Sydney's a bit of a difficult matchup at times. Cripps 68, but obviously got injured. Kennedy 66. Kind of got 55. I think I didn't even draft as one. I think I had him on field. So I'll take 55 when he was sub. Holland's 40 obviously was injured. And then what did McAndrew end up with? 16. Wow. -2 break even. That's going to ruin the cash gen. And Newman obviously 27. And I had Newman VC in draft. So yeah, I had Curnow, but Newman completely ruined me. Underscore Seabales. Hope my son boys do well tomorrow in Powell, McPherson, Atkins, and Humphrey. Yeah, I hope so, mate. I've obviously got I've got Atkins and Humphrey there. Obviously, Humphrey will be on my bench, but hopefully he does well anyway. Harry, even if you got a 110, it's not that good of a captain score. I think you'd still lock in a 110 to be safe, I think. But yeah, it's obviously not. You still want a bit more. You want a 120 or more, preferably. Ouch. 2 weeks in a row with low hundreds. Might have to give his VC a miss for a bit. He's still a good VC option every now and again. It's the fact that Sydney are just so frustrating in that they play him out in the wings so much when he should be a lot more as a midfielder, but they decide to play like guys like Papley and that in there where, okay, the odd CBA is fine, but they play him way too much in there. He's not a midfielder. He's a forward. Corey Blackledge almost went with Doherty this week in my team, but went Laird for Kelly and Ulan for Humphrey. I'm still fine with Laird and Humphrey. Corey, I still would have done that anyway. Valkyrie Q, McAndrew probably only gets about 14K price increase. Yeah, I know. The only positive about it is if he's in the team, he'll still be cheap for people that didn't get him this week to get him. But I don't even know if he'll be in the team round 13 because he had no impact. They won, but maybe they drop him and they bring in someone else. We'll have to see. Maybe they thought, well, we won, so it works, so we'll keep him in. But we'll have to see. But yeah, I don't know why the screen's done it so you can't see the scores. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I reckon. We'll call it a night. It's been obviously I went for a bit longer tonight at the start with the Q&A, but I appreciate everyone that tuned in. Apologies for the complaining, but oh well, that's unfortunately sometimes what you get with Bales when it's an annoying game like that. But yeah, hopefully we have a good game tomorrow night. Obviously, everyone watching now, we're going to be back tomorrow night as we are every Saturday night for the Bulldogs and Gold Coast games. So we got plenty of fancy room players there. So hopefully they all go well there. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like on the stream. It's always very much appreciated. Obviously, the more likes, it helps out the algorithm and stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are on our way to 1,100. So we are currently on, I believe it's 1089. Yeah, 1089 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Bottom right-hand corner, 2 clicks, and there you go. If you want to check out the Twitter space from before that me and Tim, we did, we got Jep on, we got Mini answered a bunch of questions. So if you want more info with your trades, go check that out on YouTube. And yeah, make sure you go and listen to that. We're back tomorrow night, as I said, for the watch along. And yeah, hopefully everyone goes well tomorrow. Obviously, it's going to be tough with all these rookies out, but hopefully you guys have got your trades done, preparing for buys, and we're all hopefully going good from here. So what was that? Brendan, Darcy to English and Ashcroft to someone this week. I don't mind the Darcy to English trade. I was looking at doing that, but at the moment, that's not what I'm now doing next week, but we'll have to see. Corey is keeping Oliver as a pod, as lots would have traded him. I wouldn't keep Oliver. I'd just trade him anyway. He could be out for anywhere from 1 to 4. It's just too unknown, so I'd trade him. Valcrum Q, I had him from round 1 and just hung on to him as a looping option. Yeah, a lot of people did there, Valcrum. Brendan C. Bales, ouch, catch you later. Valcrum, later, Bales, have a good one tomorrow night. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in as always. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night for another watch along. So appreciate you guys as always. And yeah, hope you guys go well for the rest of the round. So I'll chat to you guys tomorrow night. So I'm out. Cheers.